Welcome, everybody, to Wolfpack Wednesdays, episode 45. We are all here. The gang is here. The chat is here. We have another fun show for you guys tonight. A lot of good topics, some figure. We got a figure announcement that we're gonna talk about, possibly a vehicle release that we're gonna talk about as well. It is good to be back with you guys, but first I want to check in with my panel before I say hello to everybody. In the meantime, please. Make sure you say hi to us in the chat. And also, yes, it is DLO the Broke's birthday tomorrow. I don't, if he wants to give his age, we'll let him do that. He said something about 29 years old, so we'll let him kind of build on that if he wants. But I want to say very happy birthday to DLO the Collector. It's good to be with you for another round or another year around the sun, I guess.
That's what they say. Thank you. No, that's very kind of you guys. And I see everybody posting in the chat. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. That you just make it all worth it. So too sweet to everybody out there. So appreciate you.
You're all too sweet.
Too sweet.
So yeah, we might have a couple questions regarding DLO and his birthday later on in the show.
Happy birthday, Daniel.
Around for that.
Who? Spot's gonna have the same birthday.
We also have Rick
funny.
Artemis, the guy that's been burning the candle at both ends the last few days, and I'm just glad. Man. I hope you have enough energy for us here tonight because we're gonna have a fun show. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing great. Happy to be here. Happy it's Wednesday. Always gets me going. Not going to be here next week, so a little down since we got a good guest next week, and I'm going to miss it. But it's all good. I'm here tonight.
Yeah, we'll see if that guest is for sure in. We'll touch base with him. But yeah, we got to have extra fun tonight because we're going to miss you next week. So cheers. And then we have the evil stinker himself, Sneaker. How's it going, my friend?
It's going well. We're going really well. Last night I passed out at like 7 o'clock. I was putting my son to bed and I just like passed out in his bed until like 11:30, and then was wide awake, went to sleep. But then today, tonight I got some like really good energy because I slept really well last night. So yeah, ready for an exciting show. I failed myself today. Bought a lot of stuff, but it's okay. I won't.
What all did you buy? I missed so many messages.
Yeah, enlighten us.
I won't leave. I won't give the details.
Well,
So no, I will give
Lando?
the details.
Well, can you at least tell us what you
Lando
bought?
Okay, so ordered Black Adam.
That was
Haven't
hard.
watched the movie. Gonna watch the movie on Thursday. But like I told you guys, kind of wanted The Rock in my collection because I grew up a fan of The Rock. So just who knows if we're ever gonna get a Rock figure again. But I'm gonna watch the movie on Thursday. I broke a rule that like for me personally, I feel like I have said that I would never do. Bought a figure of something that I've never watched, but I'm gonna watch it on Thursday because I get the figure on Saturday. So and then pre-ordered the Return of the Jedi Darth Vader because one that I was gonna end up pre-ordering anyways, but now is low stock on Sideshow, so ended up pre-ordering from Underground Figures. But yeah, that one looks like it's going to be going out soon as well. And then I may have done one more thing.
Did we know about this last thing?
I don't think you knew about this one.
No
But
secrets.
I put in pre-order for Batman in the Armory. Bit the bullet going into the Dark Knight Beyond in our Joker. So it was a busy day for me. I feel like I failed myself, but it's okay. I'll be happy in the end.
I hope so.
There you go.
I hope
That's
so.
it.
No, that's a big day. You know, it's an impressive list of figures that are going to be coming in. So, and I know you say you broke your own rule for getting that figure, but at the same time, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has so much meaning to you in general. I understand it. It's still wrong, but I understand it.
And a great looking figure. Great looking figure. I'm really excited to get
for
it.
sure.
Yeah,
for sure. Anything look different to you boys tonight?
Nope, nothing.
We have
look at the candles back.
the
there.
Lalidans all
Well.
set and ready to go. So no more sitting at an empty wall and one figure shelf. We got a little showcase here behind me for you guys. So I don't feel as out of it as I did before. I felt, I was kind of felt like jealous and, a little My pride had taken a little bit of a hit with nothing behind me when you guys have all that glory and wonderfulness behind you. So we made it happen. Also, so yeah, these are the Blaledins. I believe that's how you say it, with the Luke lights. I have a video coming out this week. It's actually all done. I'm just waiting until my normal Friday to release it. But so yeah, good things, bad things about it. You'll see the video. However, Brian from Maju Space is also sending the mono case out, which is like the DTOF-like case that they're working on the prototype. So I'm going to be putting that together, testing that, pinning it against the Blaledins and seeing kind of, which one I think I favor more and kind of going from there. So I'm really excited to do that too. So stay tuned. That'll probably be next week's video. So yeah, good stuff going there. Let's quickly say hello to everybody in the chat. And take a deep breath. We have Brad in the house from the UP. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being a channel member. Too sweet to you. We got Luke Christian. Let's go. He says, my manager scheduled a 1 p.m. call. Half an hour. Kind of rude, huh? Means I'll have to pause and catch up afterwards. I think Lucas told us where he's at, but remind us where you are, where you reside in the world. But yeah, that's shit. You should probably just walk off the job. So, and then just watch this show. We got Miami's Nemesis here as well, hanging loose with us. We got Tighter FL. What's up, everyone? Born Again. What's up, Wolfpack? Alien. Yeah, that trailer. I forgot to watch that. We posted it in our chat and I forgot to get to it. Did any of you guys on the panel watch that trailer? That new Alien movie.
Yeah, I did.
I haven't watched it yet.
It looks interesting. Yeah. What I like about it is it seems like the what do you call the huggers? Is it just called the huggers? I think they're called
face hugger.
Face hugger. Yeah, they move a lot faster. I kind of like. I like the new technique to it there, but it doesn't give you a lot of plot. But it definitely gets you interested. So I might watch
Where's
it.
this take? Do you know where it takes place on the timeline?
No clue. I mean, it kind of played off kind of like a sizzle reel of like quick shots in the movie, so you really don't have an idea like who's the lead, what's going on, what's happening. So, but it looks interesting. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Sounds good. Universal Key, welcome to the show. Too sweet to you. We got Jovan. Howdy, y'all. Happy to make live streams so consistently. Yeah, it's good to have you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Brad needs to check out that Alien trailer. We got Christian Cooper here. We got X-Man in the house as well. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, Christian just saw Dune 2 today. Let us know in the chat what your thoughts were. Most people, I think the only person that I've heard that doesn't like it was Joey, Collector Joey. I think everybody else.
Second time, and he said he loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He said he gets it now. He said he saw it the second time. Yeah. Flip flopper.
Yeah, he said he rewatched like Dune 1. He mentioned like he went back.
Oh, okay.
And
Maybe he. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think he like said he went back and like watched Dune 1, which I don't know if he like wasn't paying attention the first time he saw it, but I'm like, Joey, what? And then he's like, now Dune 2 makes so much more sense, so I'll watch it again and I think I'll like it more.
That's funny.
I'm like, all right, cool.
So Brick, you said that new Alien movie is it takes place between Alien and Aliens.
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's between 1979's Alien and 1986 Aliens.
Sigourney Weaver in it?
I don't know.
Or is it that spaceship that in Aliens, don't they go somewhere because I don't remember. I'd have to watch it again, but
well, she would be
I'll have to check it out.
Sleep, wouldn't she? Or something.
I don't even remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch all these.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's been a
I
long
thought she was like
time.
waking up
Probably
in the second one
rewatch.
in a room.
And then you got the prequels too, so you actually start with those. Yeah. Maybe one snowy weekend coming up here. We got Doc Bat in the house too. Thank you for being here. Wayne Timothy is joining us. What's up, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, Wayne. Thank you. Got the Movie Can, another channel member. Happy birthday, Mr. DLO. Won't be able to watch the majority of this live. Have a great stream, Wolfpack, and enjoy the show. Fellow collectors, thanks for stopping in, Gio. Appreciate you. We got Primetime Reviews. Brandon is here. Yo, what's going on? He has been adding to his endgame collection vigorously, if that's a real word. But no, he's been trying to build that endgame line. So he's been really finding figures on the cheap. So good for him. If you guys need some deals, hit him up and he'll show you the way. We got 1-6 GJ, finally able to catch a live stream. Long time lurker. Appreciate what you all do for the community. Oh, I appreciate that nice comment, and thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Welcome, man.
Yeah, welcome in.
Got Collecting Madness. Hello. What's going on?
Hello.
Everybody's saying happy birthday to DLO. Thrawn's office. Hello to you. Thank you for being here, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Says, I'm going to sleep because I'm weak, but have a great show. You got Hammer of God. What's up, fam? Happy birthday, DLO. Casablanca, always good to have him and his wit in the show. Hey, everyone. Hope all is well. Happy birthday, King. Let's see. Collection Obsession. Another channel member. Happy birthday, DLO.
Thank you.
We got
Thank you,
Stacy Jedi 291. Happy Wednesday. 16 Star Wars Pimpazoid. Hello, finally got some of my Modu cases after 16 months, but they short shipped me 5 of them. Now I have to wait for the next boat for the rest. That sucks.
Break, man.
That's. I wish I had words of wisdom, but honestly, it just sucks. Yeah, hopefully they can get them there as quick as possible. I know Brian is. He's a good guy to work with. They have great customer service, but it sucks when some stuff like this happens. So, how many cases did you get, and which cases? Which DF Max 6 series? Let us know. You got how you figure in the house. Steve, what kind of void are you trying to fill today with all those orders? Also, beautiful panel, beautiful chat, and happy birthday, DLO.
Thank you.
What's going on in your life, Sneaker, that you felt the need to buy all these figures in one day?
You want to talk about it?
Nope.
Okay.
No, man.
Safe
It was
place.
just so another one thing too is like
in the tree.
these are ones that I've besides Black Adam. That one kind of like I thought about it because it's
that one got you shook, and then I think
one got me shook a little
snowballed
bit
from there.
And also like I was like kind of like like it's the Rock. I want a Rock representation, so that's enough for me to justify it. But at the same time, not one I anticipated. But I've been like really torn on the armory, as you guys know. I've brought it up a few times, and I need a Batman from the Dark Knight. And I reached out to Raid Underground Figures, and he had one left. So I was like, it's already waitlisted at Sideshow. There's one left. I'm just gonna go ahead and scoop it up now. So ended up pre-ordering it. So that was kind of my thought process with that one. I really just want to get a Dark Knight Batman, to go with the Dark Knight Joker. So that was kind of my thought process. But yeah. And then Vader, like that's another one I'm going to end up getting. Like I'm definitely going to get Return of the Jedi. Vader is just one that I hadn't pre-ordered. And then, didn't have much of those left either. So I went ahead and pre-ordered that as well. Yeah, DLO's the strongest of all of us. I just, once that started going low stock, I just didn't want to risk it. Brick, me neither.
Did you pre-order your Return of the Jedi, or are you holding out?
I have not. That was the first I heard that it was low stock, or first I saw at least. So I might have to do that.
Yeah, and it was low stock, and then I pre-ordered, so that's one less that's at Sideshow. So just
DLO's like, you guys are fools.
I'm just, what it is? I feel like William Wallace from Braveheart.
Fools.
Like when I get everybody, I'm like, hold. But no, I get it. Listen,
that's funny.
It's tough because it's so easy to stand up here and be like, oh, I don't pre-order this one. Well, obviously, when it's the figure that you want and your figure is the one in line, I'd be lying if I didn't say it. Like, oh man, I should probably do this. I mean, honestly, I dodged a bullet last week with Wrecker. Now Wrecker is like nowhere to be found.
It just seems like it's hitting closer and closer to home as we're going forward a little bit. Like more and more are disappearing quicker and quicker.
But keep in mind, some of these are still like, some of these are more safe than others. You got to forecast these kind of things just because, right now, Bad Batch is hot. Graham, with his 5,000 plus subscribers, did not help everybody by buying Crosshair and going to Bad Batch. And, he's influencing. He's at a whole other level with his influence right now. It's so strong. But, there's other ones out there like the Vaders, for example. Those are still lingering out there. It's very popular right now. It's very in vogue to be a Vader collector right now. But there's so many SKUs for that one there. That's going to be a little bit more available to everybody else. But, yeah, you just got to really use your best judgment with this one. If you don't think this is something you can absolutely take a chance on, by all means, do what you got to do. So what Sneaker's doing right now, I totally get it, man, because there's only one Black Adam. There may never be another Black Adam. There may not be another Rock. So for him, he doesn't even have to watch the movie. He already knows, like, I got to get this one. So, and the Armory, I mean, we know about how much he's wanted that Armory on and off for since God knows how long. So, yeah, he thought this out, and he eventually said, screw it. I'm just gonna pull the trigger. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Vader's like that. It's a good point about Vader too, because everybody is seeing what's happening with Kenobi Vader, right? Like that figure is really hot right now. So
honestly, that's what is scaring me a little bit, and that's
like
why
Vader, like Kenobi Vader's super hot, and then all of a sudden that figure's very hot. Now we get low stock on Return of the Jedi, which a lot of people surprisingly, I was more surprised at how many people are actually holding out for that one, like passing on Kenobi Vader, who really want Return of the Jedi, and now that one's going. So it's probably gonna hit waitlist, I would imagine, if I had to guess, relatively soon. But it's just, I think, it's definitely the really hot stuff right now seems to be going, going quicker. So
Hammer of God says very interested in that mono. Hopefully it comes in at a decent price. Don't quote us here, but I believe it was going to be, they're looking at 220 shipped. If that's the case, it's actually not a bad price. I was talking to DLO before these other guys jumped on, and I'm guessing all in, these cases are probably going to be with the lighting, and then the aluminum channel, and then I have to seal them off with some weather stripping, which is only a few bucks, but I'm guessing like 125 all in for each case, which is half the price, basically, a little bit more. But in my previous video, like, you can tell just kind of how cheaply these are made, and there's not really much to them. The size is going to be a lot smaller than the mono, not a lot, but a good amount. So like those things you take into consideration too. So that's why I can't wait to get a good look at it as well, and let you guys know kind of what my honest thoughts are. But these are great also. It's a great option. I think the one thing that bothers me is you can just see it's a little on the short end vertically. Yeah. So if you have tall bases or tall figures or a combination of both, you're going to be hindered. So keep that in mind. We got one Adam 12. How are you? Good to see you. Oh, Luke is in Australia. That's right. Walk off the job. Nice. My father Django. Hello, guys. Hello to you. Thank you for being here.
What's up, man?
Quesablanco says Dune 2 is amazing. We got TX Boy 210. What's up, collectors? Hope everyone's doing well this fine evening. Thank you for being here. Good to see you. We got Ekwan. I got a pack of fries and found a random onion ring in there. Great day. I must have missed.
I love that.
That is the best. Honestly, I relate to that comment there. Like, hell yeah.
Everybody has had that experience, and it's always a good one.
I think they do it on purpose.
You're like,
I'm gonna say it's almost like they have to do it almost.
I think they do. How can we all have that same experience? Like, who's that one guy, that one angel?
How does that? Like, how did those get mixed up?
Ring in there for you.
Yeah. How do those get mixed up?
What if the guy scooping them in then goes to the next one, gets an onion ring, he's like, just drops right in. Like, what if it's something really weird like that just happens, and you're just like, oh, cool.
All I'm saying is, not all heroes wear capes.
True.
Shout out to you, Burger King guy, wherever you are.
Man, Burger King. There used to be
probably a Burger
around
King
here. Not anymore.
I've had it 3 times in the last 4 weeks.
Burger King?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
From West Bend,
good, man. Yeah.
Oh man, it's gotten better, huh?
It tastes better. My ass still feels it, but it tastes better.
Well,
don't anybody clip that.
Welcome to Wolfpack at night.
Oh gosh, everything I say these days just really comes out wrong.
If you guys had to pick, let's see, McDonald's, Burger King, or what's like the third most popular?
Wendy's.
Fast food? Is it Wendy's?
I feel like the big.
I imagine Wendy's would be.
I would say
if
the main.
If you're still
three,
talking
like,
burgers,
think about old school, like Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King.
Which
you're still talking
out of
burgers.
Those 3. If you're going to get a meal, Brick.
Out of those
McDonald's,
3,
Burger King, or Wendy's, which one are you going to?
Man, okay, so here we go. Burger King has the best burgers. McDonald's has the best chicken nuggets.
Oof.
And Wendy's,
there.
If I want salad, I'm gonna go to Wendy's. So I'm gonna go Burger King.
All right.
Burger King just has more of a variety too. They still have like their
chicken
grilled chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
They got fried chicken sandwiches. They have the chicken fries. They have like
their fries are underrated.
They have chicken wraps now. They just have more variety. And the Whopper is extremely way better than the Big Mac. Way better.
I will concur with that there, but chicken nuggets at Wendy's is vastly superior to the other two, in my opinion.
If they're fresh, maybe. I always get them cold. The spice, don't they have spicy ones at Wendy's?
Spicy nuggets, man,
that
with
is
barbecue
good.
sauce. That is my jam.
Right.
I will
Yeah,
say
Wendy's
the-
good nuggets.
I will say I like Wendy's fries the best out of all of them. So
I think
See, I'm a
I
McDonald's
would say
guy.
I
McDonald's
gotta
fries
give
are
it to
the worst.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
See,
There's some
there,
kinda-
interesting.
McDonald's breakfast is undefeated though.
Hell
McGriddles,
yeah.
baby.
Hey,
McGriddles and
I
hash
agree.
browns
I
all
agree.
day.
Hell
I
yeah.
agree with that.
Cannot be beaten.
That's true.
All right,
if we're
D'Lo,
talking
where are you
breakfast,
going?
McDonald's.
Where am I going?
Yeah, which three? Which of the three?
For like a full meal? I can't
Yep.
like grab
And
like one each.
They're all at the top of their game, so there's not like this restaurant just always serves cold food or anything like that.
All right, maybe unpopular opinion amongst you guys out there in the Midwest, but I'm gonna go with probably Wendy's for the win overall.
Not a bad choice.
Overall win, yeah.
How about you, Sneaker?
If I could pick one meal, you're
Or
saying?
one restaurant to go, like
Or just-
a go-to.
Oh, okay. I mean, even just with one, like I'm going McDonald's, man. I'm going 2 bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddles, 4 hash browns. That's it.
Oh, so we
You
weren't
can
saying
bacon,
breakfast,
egg,
though.
and cheese.
Like,
Like,
that's so
breakfast.
typical of you. Like
Hey,
we're
Burger
talking
King-
burgers
don't
and
Burger
fries,
King-
and you're like,
don't
I'm going to
Burger King-
McGriddle.
doesn't-
That is
doesn't
a
Burger King
sneaker
and
answer
Wendy's,
through
hey,
and through.
Burger King and Wendy's also has breakfast stuff, right?
True,
So,
we're not talking
I don't know.
about
But they're not
breakfast.
really known for
I'm
it.
still
Put-
still going
put
McDonald's.
some-
I would still go McDonald's.
This really wasn't supposed to
Put some jelly.
be
Put
this
some
long
grape
either. This was like a
jelly or
question.
strawberry jelly
question.
on your Burger King sausage, whatever they got.
I'm
I don't
going
even know what it's called
burger,
anymore
by the
because
way.
it's been a while, but it's
Chicken
good
sandwich.
if you put that jelly. on
Another
it.
sneaky answer from Evil Sneaker. Shock.
McDonald's,
No, but I agree. I
McDonald's
agree with
fries,
Sneaker.
bro.
If it's breakfast, it's McDonald's. If
Well,
it's
sure.
lunch,
No,
it's
but
Burger
Graham didn't say breakfast.
Also, I would say probably
Yes.
McDonald's
Yeah.
too. Like a plain McChicken, dude. I'll just get like 4 plain McChickens. Just smash those.
And-
It's
I was
so
gonna say
good.
Scarf them down.
So
Does he even
good,
do
dude.
his food?
No, it's just plain McChickens. I would say they're like they're like quarter pounders, double quarter pounders with cheese too. Are actually like McDonald's. I just had one recently.
Mm.
Hey, you guys want to know the play though? If you go to McDonald's,
Royale.
do not buy anything from McDonald's without using that app because
Oh,
for
they have
real?
they
Oh,
have a
man.
daily code on there. They have like these daily deals on there, and there's one every single day, 30% off your order of $5 or more every
Yep.
time. You can use the
Facts.
code once a day, 30% off. If you're paying like it's just a considerable amount more if you're not using the app. So that's my plug.
That's how
for
they
Mickey
get you,
D's,
man.
baby.
That's how they
Yeah.
get you.
Use that app.
Speaking of daily deals,
Burger King's got the crown though.
yeah, and you can wear it.
Burger King got
True.
that crown. They still got that. They still give out
They
like
do,
the
yeah,
cardboard crown.
I got my
Yeah.
my boys a crown once and brought it home and they were like, "Oh, this is so cool!" And they sat on it 2 minutes later. But yeah,
Ooh. Back out the door, Dad went. Go get another one. Speaking of the daily deals for the sideshow, my B-Day 24. What a crock! You
Yeah.
notice like they
Seriously.
take a lot of the 35% off stuff, and they're giving you 30% off. Like, come on, sideshow, do better.
It's like they do it to themselves, man. Like, man, come on, guys,
If
give
you
us the
want
deal.
it,
You want a deal?
get
Yeah, you
out.
got it.
Right?
yeah. If you
5%
want it
less.
out of the store,
You don't think much of me, do you, sideshow?
Yeah. Yeah. This is my first day at your website. Come on now.
We got Chris Santos here. Thank you for being here, my friend. Good to see you. Darth Kibbles, hello, hello. Happy birthday to D'Lo.
Thank
Darth
you.
Tamaras, what's up to you? Thank you for being here. We got Flavio's House of Collectibles. Good day, Mike.
Broski. Thank you,
I
man.
Patrick
am
23, hello,
inevitable.
guys.
Battle damage, Flavio.
Right? The Pimpazoid says you got 10 6 series, 5 110s, 5 165s. Also placed another order for more 165s. Nice. Last November, so they said they would try and speed up that additional order. I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay vigilant.
And it's gonna look great when you're done.
Yes. Let's see. If you get on the wait list right away, you'll get a conversion.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, but that's also cooled down lately. We got Nick's Collectibles. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Hope you're well. Frank, hello, hello. We got Edgar in the house. John Wick Special Edition is also low stock. Yes. Anybody on the panel pre-order that one?
I did.
I did.
I
I
forgot
thought
I
about it.
pre-ordered. I forgot I
Just
pre-ordered
kidding.
John Wick. I forgot I pre-ordered John Wick. I did that on Monday night.
I was gonna say
Yeah, I had a
thought you
bunch of
mentioned
rewards.
it.
I had a bunch of rewards, but I pre-ordered special edition John Wick.
Good for you.
Pour one out for me. Pour one out for me this week.
Just watching Cave. I'm going to study this for months.
Pour one out for me this week, boys.
What happened to the sneaker?
It's a bad week.
We got I'm still trying to recover from my bad few weeks, but DB says, I wish people would talk more about the quality of the Return of the Jedi Vader, which I don't think is that good.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Interesting take.
Do you have anything specific though? Like, what about the quality do you not think is good? Because I mean, it's done one Vader, they've done all the Vaders. You know, like, is it the that extra helmet that he comes with? You know, being just kind of not as good.
The light up.
Sure. No. Yeah. We got Figurecraft here as well. Good evening, all you fine gentlemen. Hello, hello. Thank you for being here. Oh, yes. People are chiming in. Wendy's.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the news.
The X-Men 97 was good.
I watched it. It is. Holy cow. Yeah. I mean,
okay.
It is not. It's like it picks all right from the original, and it just it's got a mature tone to it that I dig. I was worried, but yeah, first 2 episodes were really good.
Damn.
Okay.
Another thing I need to rewatch. I'd want to.
I honestly didn't know anything about it until you guys.
Yeah, I would have to rewatch at least.
I couldn't rewatch it though. Honestly, I just like. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this here, but like, there's so much inappropriate like moaning on that show when the girls get hurt on the show, like Storm, Rogue, and that, and like watching that in a house now with like a 10-year-old and your wife there, they can't even realize what are you watching. I'm like,
Daniel, what are you watching in there?
An animated cartoon from the 90s.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
it's wild, bro.
It's crazy. Like, I forget if it was on Disney Plus, but like, you know, my son really loves Spider-Man, and I turned on like the 90s Spider-Man, and there's like a warning at the beginning now that says like this may contain like things that are not like appropriate, like for young viewers and stuff now.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's a different time we live in, but yeah.
You mean, it's amazing. We watched Disney movies as a kid, and like everybody was smoking pipes and
dude, Pinocchio alone
and
look like a jackass. And he's like,
now they put like these big warnings on the front, before the movie starts, and
yeah, it's crazy,
man.
We got SG Collectibles.
Depiction.
Nice Bladens, Graham. Are they better than D-Toffs? So it's a tough question. I've obviously had D-Toffs back in the day. I think it's very subjective. I think it is really just based on your needs. I think the D-Toffs feel nicer, more high quality, heavier. I do like the black trim. I like the size of the D-Toff a little bit better. However, the size works best for this little area here too. So, I mean, it really just depends what you're going to use it for. But the nice thing too is you can adjust the shelves. There's clips midway through each shelf, so you can add more in if you're collecting like NECA or even Funko, or you can adjust. So if you had like a quarter scale, you can take this shelf out and or put one up there or whatever you want to do. So it is nice that way. There's a little bit of wiggle room there, but tough to say. Yeah, people going with McGriddles, McDonald's. Oh, X-Man wants In-N-Out.
I want some Whataburger.
Oh man, Whataburger's good.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Never had.
So good.
Got Collector Joey in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Another faithful channel member. We got Jazzy here too. Good evening to you. Thank you guys for coming by. More birthday wishes to the birthday boy himself.
Thank you.
TX Boy says, bro, don't miss out on a figure in low stock. Your wallet will thank you later. All right. I mean, yeah, it's true. I mean, that's what I worry about too. And it kind of helps me. It restrains me from like paying day one prices. If you got it pre-order, just wait. It sucks because I'm waiting for Obi-Wan Vader right now, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do to save a few bucks. We got Big Dog Pound 1 in the house. Hello, my friend. Always bringing the energy. Woo! What's going on? So DB says he thinks the tailoring is bad. He's so puffy on that Return of the Jedi Vader. I guess I haven't noticed that. It'll definitely be something I take a look at, because you'd think they already have the body, they already have the suit. It's really just minor changes that they're making.
Right.
I mean, was Obi-Wan a bit different? Did they use the bigger body for that one, or do we not know? Did anybody compare that with other Vaders yet?
I would think it's probably the Rogue One body. Maybe might be different.
Well, they're honestly all the same body though. Like I've had all of them there. The only difference is like really more. It's kind of like, to DB's point, their tailoring is different, but they're from different periods in Vader's costume design. So, I mean, the Return of the Jedi at the time when that was made, that's a little bit more accurate to how Vader looked at that time. But per the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, it's a lot thinner. It's a lot slender, but it's still, in a way, kind of bulky there. I mean, honestly, I still have the Empire Strikes Back in my collection, and I recently got my Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader. Shout out to him, Kote, for hooking me up with one of those over there. But instantly, like, I noticed, like, there was, like, a size difference between the two. Like, that was, like, the first thing that instantly caught my attention. And then the tailoring, because I know sneakers have been going on and on for weeks, and I was like, if the material is different, and it definitely is, but I think from the promotional photos that you're going to see from Return of the Jedi, I expect it to be some tweaks by the final product, because I just think that what they're using now for the new Kenobi Vader is probably going to be close to what you can expect from the Return of the Jedi. So we'll just wait till then, though. But yeah,
do you have that Vader handy?
Do I have it handy? Yeah, I do.
I'd like to see it.
You would you?
I would.
Well, too bad. I'm just kidding. I'll go grab it. I'll go grab it.
Right. While you do that, I'm just going to get through these. We got Star Wars Addict 77. Hello. So, how many figures do you think you can fit in a 110-6 series module case? Again, subjective. How many you want to cram in there? I would say, if you're doing something like Marvel, where you're kind of making it all look like a scene, you probably get like 12 to 13 in there. And maybe if you're like putting the back row on risers, I kind of like to do like 7, just to keep it spaced out. I like to still focus on each individual figure. But again, you could probably do up to like, 12, 13 at the most.
Yeah, I would say I would say like between 6 and 8.
Right.
Like if you have the bases, like if you're using their bases, 6 to 8, and depending on how big the figures are too.
Yeah, my sweet spot was always like putting 4 in the back, and then in those gaps you put 3 in the front, and then
you kind of like do the stagger.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
But
so
I have had more in there than that as well. So
I brought out 2 here just so you guys can kind of see. My other Vader's a little bit higher up. I can't get to that one there. So everybody's seen a Kylo Ren before, once or twice. Very big figure, very tall. Probably one of on the bigger side for Star Wars 1/6 figures that we have from Hot Toys. So this one more quick look here at him. Let me see if I can get a. There you go. Kind of a clean. There you go.
That's
Perfect
a weird
spot.
looking Darth Vader.
I know, right? No, but hear me out there. This is just how big this is here for a second. So that's him.
Okay.
And then this.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And then.
Damn, that is so sick.
That's nice.
Dude, that looks so good, man.
So
It's just a different look from the other ones, I feel like.
But take a look at this here between the two in there. I wish I had a little bit more room on my camera here, but see if I back up a little bit. So he's kind of bent because I have him in a stance on the stand. But just like you can see from like a height perspective here, like if I had him sitting right here, this is about the height that you would expect the Vader.
Yeah.
Compared to this really tall Kylo Ren. Because Kylo Ren's a tall figure. But this Vader, massive. Absolutely massive. You guys want to get a good look at the headset?
Helmet.
Want to see that right there? That's what you want. The money shot.
That's so awesome.
Man, that's nice.
It's so good. It is.
And then I got the CCFL saber just waiting so I can kind of light up that face too.
Yeah,
Have it all planned out. Just need Sideshow to send him my way.
Yeah, so I've kind of got this like Kenobi / Ahsoka case kind of already being built right behind me, actually right there. And I can tell you, the second I put this bad boy in there, instantly filled up the case. It's massive. It's like, I don't know. I might pull out like an Iron Man and kind of compare the two because the size of this Vader is ridiculous. it's tall.
Yeah.
So, but it,
Kibble
D'Lo, can you-
says.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, I know you mentioned like the material is a little bit different. What do you feel like is the different, like the main different part of the material? Like, is it actually the like part, the draped part too, and like on his chest piece?
yeah,
That comes down like
we'll
on
pull
his
them back
on
out
the
here for a
front.
second. So
Mm.
as far as here's like right here, this lining here, the way this one is stitched and ironed out here, it's a lot thinner. It sits a lot more flat as opposed to the Empire Strikes Back one. It's a little bit wider and it sticks out a little bit more outwards on the actual like suit itself here. The cape, surprisingly, I didn't know how good this was. Now, this is like, you guys have probably seen this before, but obviously it reverses on it there. You get the clean side if you flip it around. But the cape itself, what I never noticed is how cheap the original capes were. I've seen people do customs, like get a Jackson U cape or Unreal or something like that. This cape is really nice here, especially at the neckline, because what normally happens with a Vader figure is you typically lose the chainmail that sits right on his neckline over here. With this one, I'm jacking it up right now, but you can see it a lot better on this one over here. So I just got to fiddle around with it. But on this typical Vaders, they usually get sucked up inside the collar.
Yeah.
And in the collar, it really takes away from the aesthetic of how the actual cape is supposed to sit on it there. So really nice, small life improvements on this Vader here that it's really like, it just kind of little small victories really make this figure like a really nice home run overall, just because of the little things that they fix over the years with all the other Vaders that people have had complaints about. So phenomenal figure. Phenomenal.
I can't wait. And yeah, Kibble says easily figure of the year already. Us in the panel, we're debating this, and then obviously Black Adam. I think Brick and I are on the Vader side, but these two here are more so thinking about Black Adam, correct?
Whoa,
I'm giving Black Adam the
Hold on,
edge
who's speaking for-
because
who's
it's an original.
I said correct question mark.
You dare speak for me.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
I
Obviously,
would put Black Adam in number
sure,
3.
you know, we don't have all of them in hand yet, but just from what we're seeing, they both look amazing. It's really hard to even pick one, but I would say, you know, I have no interest in the Black Adam, but I can admit, like, it looks amazing, and it would be in the running as well.
I'd have to lean more towards Vader. Like
Yes.
battle damage Vader, but also it would be nice to see them both comparatively in hand. But it's really hard for me to go against a battle damage Vader. And not only is it a battle damage Vader, but like D'Lo said, like this is beyond what we've got for other Darth Vader figures, and it seems like there's really good advancements that have been made. It's better quality. So yeah, that's like to me for me the one Vader that I would want in the collection right now. So I gotta lean more towards Vader right now.
I just think the Return of the Jedi Vader is going to take votes away from this Vader at some point, because that one will eventually come out this year.
No.
And they may cancel each other out. That's how I feel. I think Black Adam has a better shot just because there's only one Black Adam, and so far the response has been really amazing. I mean, it's the best head sculpt so far.
Sure.
I mean, we can take that part of it only. I think so far it's the strongest head sculpt.
You think it's better? You think it's better than Scarlet Witch?
Yes,
Okay.
I do.
I do too, slightly, to be honest. But I just thought I'd bring her up just in case.
But it's fun though. This type of it's the fun to debate this here because we're only in the first quarter. We got so many figures yet to drop. So
yeah,
I think Black Adam's an early front runner for me, in my opinion, just because I just feel like I said, the Vaders might cancel each other out at some point. But you know, so far I'm liking what we're getting this year for Hot Toys. So let's keep our fingers crossed they keep bringing the heat.
What do you guys think? Like, if you think ahead, what do you guys think has a potential to be figure of the year?
Obi-Wan Vader.
Obi-Wan Vader?
Yes.
I gotta say, Padawan Anakin, man, I really like that younger.
It's hard to think. It's
sculpt.
hard to remember what's all coming out this year. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna look at my list.
Yeah, look at your list. I'm not gonna lie, I've been a little lazy with my list lately.
You can't forget about
the Artisan figures coming out this year.
Yeah, like you can't forget about
Supposedly.
Artisan Anakin too.
Right.
He's July to December, but
How you
also
figures
like
seems to think we're getting a huge drop tonight. He's going off of a gut feeling And yes, he has been telling me about it for the last few days.
That's a great source.
We will we will see.
The gut source.
Well, it turns out I was just hungry.
How you
Yeah,
figure
we'll see.
source? Trust me, bro.
I get my CCFLs from Chris's Custom Sabers on IG. Go check him out. Chris's Custom Sabers.
I just ordered mine too.
Easy guy to work with. Very nice.
Just ordered mine from him as well. My first CCFL, I finally am taking the plunge. I resisted for a while because I didn't want to go down that path. But for Vader, I feel like I needed to get one. But I just want to say one mention for figure of the year is like, I think that Spider-Man 2 Venom might be
that's what I was gonna
banger
say.
figure.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like that Venom, seeing how like Carnage and Venom are as figures and seeing how much more massive this one is and just how that figure is going to be, I think that might be a potential for a really good figure for the year. So
are those coming out this year? The Spider-Man 2? They are really? That Venom is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
I have it. He is July. Well, he's July to December because they're doing these really long windows now, but he's slated for this year. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That might still look around for me too. Damn.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome figure for sure.
We're going to talk about this tonight, Kibbles. Images, though. Images. I saw one image. Is there more? Did anybody else see more than just the one with it on top of the box?
That's all I've seen so far.
Okay. We got Safeful in the house. Yo, fellas.
What's up, man?
Have my DX Vader coming in the morning, hopefully. Can't wait. That's very exciting. I would honestly have a hard time sleeping tonight if I knew tomorrow morning. So.
Enjoy, my friend.
On Bane 2.0 as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I know Brick talked about it too. I'm super excited for 89 Batman just to come back out. I sold my 1.0 as soon as the pre-orders came up, so I could, make some good money on it still. And so it's been over a year since I've had my 89 with me. So yeah, really excited to get that back in the collection too.
Yeah, I think that's my most anticipated figure of the year for sure.
And I have Batman Returns, but I don't know, something about the beginning 89 pulls at my heartstrings. Yeah, OG, man.
My first Batman. It's crazy.
That'll be a good one to get.
Been waiting.
I'm just quick pulling up my list, going back to like potential figures of the year. I gotta see what I got. I mean, you got the Guardians figures. You have
the Ahsoka.
C-3PO. I think C-3PO would be at the end of the year one of the sleepers, one of the more underrated figures. Just because of the quality that was and how blown away I was compared to the Sideshow one. But you also have Flash Keaton coming.
Yeah.
The Joker comes this year, hopefully. I mean, who knows? You got some of the Ahsoka figures hopefully coming out, but that's going to be cutting it close. Yeah. You got the Predator, but I don't think that's going to...
You got the Avatar figures too.
Yeah.
I think those are going to be sneaky. I kind of wish I pre-ordered those.
Oh, Jazzy makes a good point here. Mark 6 Iron Man with the gantry.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's a sleeper
cool set.
That once it comes out, everybody's going to want that one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys, Brick, you're not getting Kenobi Vader? You're getting Return of the Jedi?
Yeah. I mean, I want the Kenobi Vader now just because it looks amazing, but I'm only going to get one. So I'm choosing, Return.
Are you guys, D-Lo and Graham, are you going to does having Kenobi Vader make you want Obi-Wan from the show?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. I'm not sold on it yet, but I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put that Vader. Like, where does he fit into my line? And I almost feel like he needs a companion piece.
Yeah.
But I also think he can stand alone. So he might just kind of go in with like my Ahsoka. No, he might go in with like more of the Mandalorian and like Boba Fett line. Just like not necessarily the same timeline, but the newer Star Wars stuff. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now.
Yeah, I think I might have said it, and I don't know if it was last episode before that, but basically this Kenobi Vader is going to be my Rebels Vader.
Oh,
so
yeah,
when
that's right.
some of those Ahsoka figures come in, that's going to be like my Rebels lineup. So I'm good with that. So all I'm getting is Grand Inquisitor, which I already have, and this Vader here, and then fill it out with some Ahsoka stuff, and then bam, I got a Rebels lineup just like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Cool.
X-Man. The Guardians 3 figures look great. I've already decided, though, I'm canceling. Are you out on the whole line, or what are you canceling here, X-Man? I want to know, and why the change of heart? I'm curious.
I only have Star-Lord pre-ordered. I need to get the other ones.
I don't have any of them pre-ordered.
And
It's
I'll
kind
probably
of
go
like a
underground
wait
for the
and
rest.
see thing.
Man, if they don't do like Drax and Mantis, I feel like that's gonna just like
It's true.
it's just if they
Like
if
my
they
main-
legitimately don't come out with those, like
I just
I feel like a lot
want
of
the
people are gonna
scene
be
when they're
canceling.
back to back, when Star-Lord and Groot are back to back. They got the guns out, you know? Like that would be like a really dope like scenery pose for those two. Even like a DTOF or something.
I just think if Hot Toys doesn't deliver on that, like I can see people canceling their orders or their other
Oh, yeah.
figures.
Yeah,
It's
because then
just
what's
like-
the point?
Yeah, at that point,
Yep.
you know, you can do the Bad Batch, but you can't do the Guardians. Come on, make it make sense.
Right.
He says he's not going to complete. They're not going to complete that line anytime soon. Is that with like Drax and Mantis?
I'm just
It's
afraid
weird.
though when Drax does get
I think
announced
inevitably
and he comes
will.
out 6 months after all the other figures or something like that, then those other figures are, or at least one or two of them might be hard to find.
What a
That's
pain
what
in
I'd be
the
worried
ass,
about.
though. Like, it's bad enough you wait 6 months
Yeah.
of announcing to complete a line, but then let's say like these figures start dropping, and then they
Mhm.
finally announce Drax, and then you're waiting another year and a half, 2 years. Like it's
To
been
complete
Yeah,
your
it's bull. That's
Like,
totally
why-
bull.
like if you're gonna
Yeah, it
do a line,
sucks.
why can't you just do it like kind of how you've been doing Ahsoka, at least like one a month type of thing? But yeah, then it still stretches out. It's I don't know. I just you've announced all of them, and then you wait forever to do Drax, and it's just a little off-putting because then you wonder if you're ever gonna get them. And yeah, people cool on it, and they're like, well, maybe I'm never gonna get the line, so maybe I'll just cancel. But
Yeah.
Bad Batch is like the perfect example of what they should do. You know, Bad Batch like came out like Crosshair came early and then Wrecker did as well. Right.
Right.
And then you have the ability, like you knew all 5 of them were showing up. You know, there was not like, imagine if we were a Bad Batch right now and we had like 3 of the 5 and you didn't know if they were going to release the other 2. It's like people would be hesitant. You know what I mean? But that line was like pretty much they did the whole thing and you don't really have to worry about it. But yeah, it sucks.
And I
Yeah,
think that
GJ
probably
does
affects
the
the
same thing.
pre-orders as well too. You know,
Yeah.
like as far as I think strategy wise here, the play would have been to announce Drax soon, maybe even before Groot or any of the other like Guardians, just because that one's the most desirable of the team, right? So for a lot of collectors, just because it's so hard to find a good one, right? And then
Right.
true, but we only got Cyborg because of the Snyder Cut.
Snyder.
Like Howard Chan actually went on record back in the day and said, like, we're not making Cyborg. Like he said, no, we're done. So that was just because of that there. But yeah, we did get it. You got a point there, Collecting Obsession. But like I think as far as back to Guardians, I think they should have announced Drax to kind of get some goodwill, because at that point we know we're gonna get a Star-Lord. We know we're gonna get X, Y, and Z Raccoon and Groot situations and all, you know, right? It's like, because it's just like this. They're gonna give you the same Rocket Raccoon every time, just with a different outfit. You know, they haven't done anything to that. But yeah, I think they're dropping the ball here, and I think honestly, I saw somebody put in the comments that someone said all of them are waitlisted right now, all the Guardians that are out there, and that could be a sign of just like that they might be giving up on the line just because the pre-orders aren't matching what they thought it would do. But you shoot yourself in the foot because you omit the one character that everybody wants to make sure you're making. Like, why do I need another Star-Lord? There's like 3 or 4 out there I can buy right now on the secondary market at a reasonable price, and I don't have to get this specific look because I can get another look I want instead. But if you're going to give me Drax, yeah, I'll consider getting this lineup instead too, because I want to complete the line and I want to complete the team as a whole. But yeah, they're making some weird choices on some of these. Some of these are no brainers, and we don't know why they're not doing them.
Yeah, X-Man, and nobody's. I'm only questioning you because I'm curious. I'm not like judging you or anything like that. But he said Crosshair disappeared when I was getting ready to put in my orders and not going backwards on a lot of stuff. And my collection is growing quick. I don't blame you for not going backwards on Crosshair. We were bringing that up in our chat today on how ridiculous that price has gotten. eBay had one for like $6.95 with a bid on it. Another one for, was it like $8.50 and 27 watchers? Jeez. So I mean, it is getting out of control.
That's wild.
But it's getting wild. So, all right. Well, I'm caught up with the chat, and we've had some kind of mini segments here going on in between.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
TX Boy 210 put in the chat. He said, like, I always told my wife the most popular lines. Yeah, this. And he said, let's face it, Guardians is cool, but it's not as cool as Bad Batch or Ahsoka. You guys will have. You guys want to comment on this? Whether or not, like, what line are you choosing? Like when he said this, I thought, like, are you choosing like Bad Batch or the Guardians? Well, Brick, it's easy for you because you're not into Bad Batch.
Yeah, I mean, I'm choosing Guardians over. If I had to, I would choose Guardians over.
Or even
Bad
like Ahsoka, I guess. Like and both. Yeah.
Well, and that's also because I don't have a Star-Lord. I know I can, but I don't really want to go back and get a Star-Lord when I'm trying to get like this whole outfit thing. And I just think Guardians was a perfect trilogy, and that's huge for me.
This is tough too because, like, what if you already have the majority of the Guardians from the solo movies, like, and then maybe you'd go for Bad Batch instead. But it doesn't mean you like one more than the other. It's tough for me because I feel a really strong connection with the Bad Batch, but I feel like I've had a longer connection with the Guardians. So I'll defer to you guys right now while I
What about like these new Guardians that are coming out from the new movie? In the team suits, you have like the team. Say they're all announced. You have all of them, and you have to pick one or the other.
I just feel like Guardians will stick with me longer.
Don't make me pick.
This is
like I feel like in 10 years.
I was like, this is a good this is like
it's a good question.
Debatable question.
Yeah,
but we don't know how the Bad Batch ends yet. So it's kind of hard to answer that one there, but
that's gonna make it this line. Like I've been saying, like Bad Batch is already intriguing. Like once we get to the end of season 3, then like what are people really gonna think about the figures? Like that's a really good point.
Right.
Like it can be an amazing ending, or it can be like
Game of
the
Thrones.
last season of Game of Thrones. Thank you. Exactly. Because until the ride is complete, that question is very hard to answer there.
That's a really good point.
Yeah, there's very few series that end well.
What if in like 2 months we get, or whatever the finale is? I guess we got what we're at on episode. What episode is it? We're already over halfway through, right?
We're like the halfway point, a little bit over.
So
right?
a little over halfway point. So what if in like by the end we see people like just selling all their Bad Batch figures and Crosshair just tanks?
Crosshair for $200.
Oh man!
Christian wants to know who on the panel has Crosshair.
I got him first.
I got him first. Yes, and I was able to find a deal through Hawk Wars Toys, so I got lucky because I've only had them for a couple weeks now, and it was slim pickings out there to say the least. Like I kept going on eBay every day just looking, and nothing. I saw an empty box for $33, and that was it. No figure, no nothing. So it's crazy how some of that stuff happens.
Yeah.
Do you guys, in all honesty, though, do you think they'll complete the Guardians line?
No.
That includes Mantis. The first one hasn't even released yet.
I think we'll get a
really
Drax,
see him making another Mantis,
but I don't see a Mantis.
I think we have a better shot of Mantis than we have a Drax at this
Really?
point. Yeah.
I feel like Mantis is easy.
You just put a suit on her and say head sculpt, right?
True.
The team
That's
suits
true.
are
That's
the
true.
team suits are like the
and
easiest.
she is waitlisted, so
yeah. That's what I don't
Good
get.
point.
Like, these are team suits. They're not like making all this like crazy stuff for these figures. It's not like you have to do every single thing like so specific. It's a team suit. You think that would make it easy for them to make all of them?
What makes me so mad about this here, I almost feel like misled just because we got
For sure.
a team group shot with Drax in it, and you're implying to us like, yeah, we've heard you. We're going to make him. We're going to make the whole team. And then here we are now. What is it? It's been like over a year since the movie came out, and some of these figures have been announced like almost a year at this point.
It came out last May, so we're coming up on a year.
Is it May? Oh yeah, you're right. So it's gonna hit. It's gonna hit a year soon. It's just kind of weird that you're just like at this length of time now. It's like first it was for sure. Oh yeah, we're gonna get it. But now it's like, honestly, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get it or not. And honestly, it feels more like a no than a yes at this time, just because so much time has passed. I mean, at this point here, the next big like tentpole movie for Hot Toys and Marvel is gonna be Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh yeah.
You think when that comes out that they're going to care about the Guardians at that point? Hell no. They're going to throw out every figure for that movie.
Until we get a Cavill.
That's the next big one.
That's going to be.
Yeah. How many Wolverines are going to pull out there? How many like X-Men cameos that might be in the movie? I mean, you think about all the possibilities that movie's going to bring to it there. At that point, Guardians is good as dead. Man. Yeah.
It'll be interesting to
we
see.
might even get Jon Snow in that movie.
Yeah, this was crazy.
True.
Are we supposed to get more Avengers in the team suits? You got one. Well, you got like what, 3 coming soon? So keep an eye out for those. 2018, 2019.
Man.
All right. Well, enough talking about ifs and whens and maybes. Let's talk about something that actually happened here. And this was last night, right? Or was it the night before? We got the Bumblebee Trooper.
It was the night before.
Night before, thank you. The Bumblebee Trooper, a.k.a. Umbra Operative ARC Trooper from Battlefront 2. Another interesting, if you will, announcement. There's so many things in Star Wars they could still do. Do they have anything else from Battlefront? Steve, yes or no?
Oh yeah. This so also
no. Yes or no?
Well, yes.
Okay.
I'll elaborate later.
It'll be limited to 1,500 pieces.
Yes or no?
And it's the only way this is going to sell, in my humble opinion.
Wow.
I think it looks cool. I think it's very unneeded. And I think this gravitates more towards trooper collectors. And I'm not getting it. Sneaker. Fight me.
Fight you.
Wow.
Yeah. So also we were just talking about Drax. You want to talk about something that hasn't been that they haven't forgot about. This game came out in 2017 and they're dropping a VGM Battlefront 2 figure
So random.
6.5 years later or whatever it is.
Well, they did
So,
just
like-
come out the remastered, right?
Well, that's like the original game. This is like, yeah, that's like the OG.
Yeah, they came
Like-
out with a bunch of...
Yeah, they came out with like the OG Battlefront 2 remaster.
Okay.
But like this one is like from this specific one is from like the one that came out on PS4, Xbox One,
Yeah.
whatever, like
Okay.
that
Right.
era. But also, I think Grammy, you said like, is there more they could do from Battlefront? There have got to be like, there's probably over 100. There's probably 100
did
clone
do
trooper.
more.
There's probably 100 clone trooper designs or more in that game that they could do. Like that game is literally just like ripe for the taking for Hot Toys. They could do so much more. It's endless what they could do with the game,
right.
honestly.
I've got a question here for the chat, and it's if it, like, let's just say there's more battle, like, is Battlefront in general something you want to collect? I get it's Star Wars, but let me know in the poll here. Keep going. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think like this is I don't know. Their VGM line just confuses me so much. They're really selective. Like they do, like Spider-Man, for example, they do all this Spider-Man stuff, right? Spider-Man 2 comes out. They come out with these banger figures. The Jedi Survivor comes out, which is a banger game. It's hugely popular. And then they drop a Scout Trooper Commander. right? Like, what are I just don't know what's going on with the VGM line when it comes specifically to Star Wars. They're just really, it's just so weird what they do. As far as this figure goes, though, like, man, when I first saw it, so like I had like 3 or 4 of these. It was a GameStop exclusive for Black Series. So it was like, it just like brought me back to when I was collecting Black Series when I first saw it. I was like, man, this was like hard to get Black Series figure, but I remember that and I was like, man, it's like kind of nostalgic just because it reminded me of my old collecting. But it's a very unique trooper. I think it's really cool. I'm going to try to get this, but I think this is a perfect trooper that you make limited. Like, you make it limited, like you said, Graham. I think if you make this a wide release or non-limited release, I don't see this one necessarily selling out. I think this is a really cool figure that you can do limited for people who want to get it. I think it's a smart move. Also, I think too, you know, I saw some comments like just randomly on posts about people saying like, well, like Hot Toys seems to be just like wasting their time coming out with something like this when they could do something else. I don't really feel like, to me personally, that's the case. I think Hot Toys has shown that they're releasing a bunch of figures. I don't think this is really preventing them from doing another figure.
And it didn't take a lot of time to make.
It doesn't take a lot of time. They're reusing a lot of parts in this too. You know what I mean? So I don't really think it, I just wanted to bring that up because I was something that I was reading. I don't think it necessarily like, oh, well, they could have made something else versus this. Me personally, I don't really think that's the case. This is an easy one for them to make. It's a smart one in my mind for them to make limited, because then the people who really want this can try to get it. I'm going to try to get it. I think this trooper is really cool. I like I've talked about in the past. I think it's cool that it's limited. It makes it like that's something that's fun and cool for me to have in my collection. This will be a unique piece to have in the collection for sure. You know, not everyone's going to have this, whether or not, I know we've had this debate in the past, if that's something that means something to you in whatever way. To me, this is going to be cool. Like, this is a cool limited trooper to have. It's very unique. Also, I would think this is very niche for a lot of people, but also don't underestimate like the amount of people who collect clones and the people who love clones in the community just in general. Like, that's another thing. So it's
Do you have
unique,
any
but
concern about how this fits in your collection?
Not really, honestly, now, because I'm getting more cases, and then I'm gonna get a mono shelf. I'm actually probably gonna end up getting 2. Like, I'll get a second at some point, and then I'm probably gonna have some one-off stuff. That's my plan with that. So I'm hoping to have take a couple, just handful of one-off figures that I have and put them in there. So I'll find a way to fit it in somehow at that point. I'll have a little bit more flexibility when I have those and have some more cases to display something like this. So that's kind of my plan for something, because there's some other figures I have that are one-offs as well. Right. So I'm kind of in the planning stages of that, what I'm going to do with it. But yeah, I think it's cool, man.
No, it looks good aesthetically. I'm not gonna fight you on that, but for me, it just doesn't really mean anything. Like, and I can see why. I am in the group that almost feels like you've done so many other things. Why not try to finish some of those other lines up, or do some other stuff? But to each their own. I'm glad the people that want this are going to have a small chance to get it. We got Collector Zone in the house. Marcos, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you, my guy. Can't wait to see you in July. He says, hey guys, man, so many dang shows are on Wednesdays. A quick much love to all the community and panel. Yeah, a lot's going on. Appreciate each and every one of you guys that chooses to tune into us. We're very humbled by that and appreciative of that as well. So good to see you, my friend, and I hope you are doing well across the lake. Brick, thoughts? Opinions?
I think this is really cool. I also think that it's awesome that they're going more into video games. We're seeing a lot of Spider-Man stuff. We're seeing Star Wars. I do wish that they would do more video game figures, and this only gives me a little bit more hope. I have a feeling this is not the only trooper that we're going to see from this game. I have a feeling we're going to see a few more, kind of like what they did with the first Spider-Man game, and maybe make them all limited like this one. I think, there are, and like you guys were saying, there are a ton of people in the community who are into troopers. I'm in some chats where that's all they pretty much talk about is troopers, and if they don't talk about troopers, they talk about Star Wars, and then back to troopers, alone. So this is really cool. It's limited. I love the black and yellow. Really good game, a great game. I remember playing the original Battlefront. Man, When was that, Steve? Like 06?
Oh yeah, 05, 06, yeah,
Yeah,
probably somewhere around there, I think.
Yeah, I remember playing that, and then
Good
I
memories of
did
that game, man.
Yeah, I did dabble into this one a little bit as well. But am I gonna get it? Part of me wants to try since it's limited for that reason alone, but I don't know if this is necessarily for me. But I love
Get
that
Hunter
it comes
instead.
right. No, I like Hunter. I like Hunter. I'd rather have Hunter, but man, it's just like we were talking about. We have Guardians, we have Ahsoka, we have so much. You know, at some point I got to limit myself, but yeah, really cool figure. I'm happy for whoever is able to get their hands on this. Just don't think I'm going to be going for it. 3 helmets is nice though.
Yeah,
that's
3
awesome.
helmets is really cool.
They're giving you enough stuff here too. You get the backpack. Right. Looks like the pauldrons are sculpted, so you don't have to worry about deterioration there. And then his Steve, what do you call these guys right here?
We're talking about just like his thigh armor,
like the draping stuff. See how it drapes down?
It's got a name.
It's not pleather either. Basically, it's a fabric.
Yeah.
So you know.
Yeah.
Basically, there's little to no pleather because you have the straps
Smart
here
move.
that are fabric material as well. So, DLO, is this something you're gonna shoot for?
Nah.
Yeah.
No, it's dope. Don't get me wrong. I mean, like everybody said, like I dig it. I think the color scheme is really cool. But I mean, for this year, this speaks to a very specific collector who's diehard into troopers collecting and stuff like that, and that's awesome for them. I think that's gonna look great in your collection and stuff like that. But I mean, for me, it just it would just be something that I'm not attached to, that I would just be getting for the sake of hype and the fact that it's limited, and which is nothing wrong with that either as well too. But for me, I've got so much coming in that like I really don't want to make a pit stop to go pick this one up over here. Just for me, I think it looks great, but I mean it's a generic trooper at the end of the day with a really cool paint job, and that's not enough for me to put down money on this here. I am curious about pricing though. I want to know what this is going to go for.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question.
I mean, typically,
what do you guys think the pricing will be? But then B, Sneaker, because you're going to be the one that's in on this. What's the price you're willing to pay as well? So what do you guys think pricing on this? 1,500 pieces.
I'm going to say it's got to be up to 300. That's my guess.
Around or above, you said?
I say 305.
Let's say 304.
I'll say 3. I think it's going to be
son of a gun.
I think it's going to be 3 at least, because I think about Jesse being 280 or 285 and he had a head sculpt.
290 now with the $5.
Yeah,
290 now. So he
expensive.
was so 290 and he had a head sculpt and a helmet. I'll say 3 with 3 helmets. Yeah.
You think only a $10 difference?
85.
I'll say 3. Like it's still a trooper though. Like I get he's coming with the helmets, but there's no head sculpt. Like, but it's limited.
But it's
so I think
limited.
That's where you're gonna go.
15, and it's not 3,500 pieces. It's 1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll bump it up. But I say
I
say 3.
What was the WB Batman?
4,
380,
right?
Or was that?
It was close to 4, maybe 380.
That was 350-ish, I think. I don't know, maybe.
Wonder Woman was 4.
I don't think anything limited is going to be under 300.
This is going to be the interesting one because we're talking like this is the first limited thing that doesn't really have like a sculpt. I think. Is there anything else? Spider-Man, which is really expensive. Like he was pricey too. The comic Spidey, but it's going to be 3 or over. Yeah.
Does this feel kind of more like something that Hot Toys is trying to give collectors something that they're asking for, or does this feel more like a cash grab for you guys?
Cash grab.
Nobody asked for this. People are going to want it, but
I don't know about
it is unique. It is unique.
Sneaker. Really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a yes or no is fine. If this wasn't limited, would you be as interested in picking this up?
I would probably still get this if it wasn't limited.
That's a lie.
I think so too.
Dude, I love clones. Like I'm still trying to get I'm still have a backlog of clones I need to get. Like I still have other clones I need to get, but
All right.
no, eventually like clones are I really like clones.
Well, let me rephrase that there. I'm sorry for just kind of shouting out a turn like that, but what if
liar?
Because I know you well enough to know that like you're gonna look for a deal. If this wasn't limited, you'd be like, I'm gonna hold off on this right now. We'll see what happens. I got this on the way over here. You know, maybe we're gonna do this, and you know. Ooh, can I do the voice? Yeah, just leave it like that. Yeah, I don't know about this one right here. You know, it's gonna be tough, man, because you know I just pre-ordered Black Adam right now, and you know I got the Armory over here, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to see, I guess.
I'm moving maybe my mouth to sound like
maybe 2026. We'll see. But yeah, like no, I don't mean it's easy there, but it's just like I see this being exciting because it's limited, solely because of that. If we just take it and just like compare it to like Captain Vaughn, Jesse, like you mentioned already, Graham. I mean, essentially, I don't think this is a desirable figure for most collectors. In fact, I think maybe out of the, you know, let's say 80% of people who are excited because they're clone collectors, there's gonna be 20% who are just buying this because of hype as well too. So, but yeah,
the limited aspect is always going to drive hype. But I would say the limited aspect is going to get me to try to get it now. If it wasn't limited, I would probably hold off to try to get it later. But knowing if I wait later with it being 1,500, like it's going to either be the same price or more. Like I don't see this being under what it sells.
People are going to be trying to get 3 to 6. It sounds like.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like, an army build something on that's 1,500 pieces. That's crazy.
I mean, if they do a lottery on it, that's going to be
you're going to need 3 to 6 accounts.
You know what I mean? So.
Well, you know what would have been cooler if they came out like a commando trooper instead. Like make commando trooper.
I mean, there's other troopers that could have done. There's 100%
Does he give you guys
other
test or crash test dummy vibes a little bit?
I see the.
It looks like yellow Punisher to me. That's what it looks like to me.
There you go.
Yeah, I think there's other troopers that they could have done for sure. This is an interest. I will say this is an interesting choice for them to do because there's other ARC troopers. Like people want 5s, right? Like 5s is someone that people really want badly.
I buy 5s.
So that's when I think about like it's more of an. Am I mad that they did it? I guess mad's not the right word, but do I think this is like a waste of time them doing? No. Do I think there's other troopers they could have prioritized above this one? Yeah. I think they could have chose to do 5s, some other clones. Clone commandos would be really awesome. Like you have the Bad Batch right now with, you know, there's been clone commandos in the show. So it's just, there's other ones that they could have done. This one's just kind of, it's just more out of left field.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the main thing. It really is like nobody could have guessed and nobody was probably saying, oh man, I've been really wanting an Uber operative ARC trooper for years. Hot Toys finally did it. No one's saying that, right?
But in fairness to the figure, so I really do like. I think this is a dope looking figure, but it's just like, it's just not enough for me to, you know, pull out the wallet for it though. Especially when I know it's limited, when I know it's gonna be hard to get, and it's gonna be priced more than what I'm willing to pay for a trooper. So maybe if I was like really like into collecting troopers like I used to be, maybe I'd add this in there, but yeah, I don't see I don't have the attachment to this one.
Yeah. And I feel that I've like, we talked about this in the past too, with these limited things. We talked about this with like Artisan Anakin about people who were saying, you know, like it's not worth it to me to go through the lottery to try to get this. Then it's probably not a figure that you need. If you're feeling like it's hard to get, like kind of like what you said, DLO, it's hard to get, it's limited. You're probably gonna have to do some type of work in order to even get this figure. If you're not willing to even consider that, then it's probably just not something that you're going to want to add into the collection. You know what I mean? It's just a kind of food for thought point.
Yeah.
So how much would you be willing to spend on this?
Whatever it retails
to make sure you get it.
I will say if I miss out on this and an aftermarket price is beyond retail, I'm not buying it. So I'm not chasing that. If I miss out on this initial 1,500, I'm not chasing this beyond retail price. I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's something I'm not willing to do for this. Oh yeah, how you figure? Good question. Yeah, I'm willing to try to get this when at retail price and pre-order it, and whatever happens beyond that, if it goes up in price, I'm not gonna. There's too much stuff coming out. That's not a line that I'm willing to cross to try to just like buy this just to have it for a astronomical amount of money. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do that. I don't want it that bad. That's where I would say.
Would you rather spend 140 for Lando or $375 for this?
Oh, Brick.
We're back.
Break our
We're
heart.
back.
I know the answer to this.
Well, 375 would be probably like 75 over retail for this. Probably could get Lando cheaper than 140. I'll probably go this.
You can.
Absurd.
Oh
yet to
man,
see
that's
it,
great.
man.
That's
Good
tough,
answer.
man. That's a tough comparison question.
No, I mean, in all honesty, though, he does look great. It's just it doesn't mean anything to me. I didn't play Battlefront. I didn't play it until it came out on
I played that game so much.
Xbox One, I think, and that game wasn't the greatest. So like it's just another clone that I don't understand. So to me, it's an easy pass. But I get it if you played the games and you're just really in love with it, or that you just love troopers in general. I'm just not a big trooper collector. I only have, I think, a handful of them, and they just gotta look really badass, and but they also gotta mean something too. So it's gotta be like Scout Trooper, Return of the Jedi Trooper, and then that Shore Trooper is pretty badass
Like
too.
I'm more enticed by figures like trooper figures that have a backstory to it, like
Sure.
like a Rex or a Cody, the Bad Batch, figures of that nature. Here, Commander Wolf would be dope as hell. So
I'd probably get. I don't know.
That one's coming.
I'd consider
Probably.
Wolf. I don't know
Probably.
if I'd go in
That
on
one's
it
coming.
because I've
I'll make
really
that
only.
prediction.
fives is
really
like
only seen
top.
them
I'd
recently.
go up. I'd get a fives in a heartbeat.
Interesting.
Yeah, if they did Arc Trooper Echo and fives, man, that's what I'm saying is like why that's where it's like this is an interesting decision. Like you have ones that are highly desirable. These sideshow ones that sell for crazy amounts of money. These
Mhm.
sideshow versions, these figures, like Hot Toys could easily capitalize on these named clones that are like actually people care about. Like you said, they have a backstory. So I see this is a hard sell because this is from a video game. It's a generic kind of form of well, I guess it's not generic. It's a special type of like Arc Trooper and clone, but it doesn't have like a specific character attached to it. It's from a video game. It's a tough sell for a lot of people.
All right. Well, very good. I do have a poll going, so vote on that while I get through the chat here. I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly or not, so forgive me. But anybody on the panel want to take a shot at that? Leo. Says, fellas, I love you, but we can't be spending thousands of dollars on figures and means to display those figures and even statues, but still eat at McDonald's, Wendy's, or Burger King or Taco Bell.
I feel like it's the only way I can continue to do
That's
this.
what I
Why
need to
not?
eat. That's what I need to eat.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
even know because McDonald's like $13 for a meal now.
But you got to use
No,
that
man,
app,
you
bro.
gotta use the app, bro.
You got to use the app. You got to use the
Yeah,
app.
use the app,
Get
man.
that discount.
Yep.
How you figure, says Graham, what is a video game figure you would get? Yes,
Good
Brick
question.
knows me well on this one. It would be Red Dead Redemption or it would be The Last of Us. Those figures I would definitely get.
Hmm.
What about you guys? If you could just pick.
Steve and I have the same
Master,
Guarantee
yeah. Diecast Master Chief, 100%.
Master Chief. Yep.
Or like a
That'd be cool.
definitive solid, like a solid snake.
You're in my mind.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that'd be cool too.
Those
Yeah,
are my top
that'd be
two:
solid.
solid snake and Diecast Master Chief, 100%.
I would
Those two
go.
would be-
Crash
I would
Bandicoot.
go with the Master Chief or the OG Gears of War
Ooh.
team up. Yeah.
Another one that pops into my head too is a Lara Croft. Be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Also,
Yeah.
it would be really awesome to actually get like a really nice Mario and Luigi set from somebody that's not just like random. You just
Yeah.
never see. Nintendo's just really picky about who they give their property
Oh,
to.
yeah.
But
For sure.
But that would be really nice to get a high quality. Mario and Luigi, just really cool.
Nathan Drake would be cool too. From
Yeah.
Uncharted.
I'm gonna go back further. Oh, thanks, Hotline. Appreciate you, buddy.
What's up, Hotline?
Hey, Connor.
Hey, Connor.
I would say you guys probably don't. I don't know. Do you guys ever play Mass Effect?
Oh yeah.
I never
tried.
did, but
Yeah, I played it
Dude,
one.
I missed out.
I played one game. Yeah.
That right there is one of the best trilogy ever made in games, right there,
Yeah.
hands down. So for me, Commander Shepard. For those who
Yeah.
know, like that would be
Oh yeah.
that'd be one I get.
Dude, BioShock too. Get the daddy. That
Bioshock
would be
is dope.
cool. That'd be awesome. Yep. Max Payne. Yes, Cloud. Any Final Fantasy. I'm all for it. Yes, sir.
We got Jose in the house as well. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you,
He was just on Steve's
up, Jose?
show, I believe on Monday, and he says, happy birthday, DLO. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'm just reading through this here. I'm trying to think if there's another game that I played the hell out of that just means a lot to me as well. Probably not.
Give me a sweet tooth, man.
Now that would be pretty cool. And then the vehicle as well.
Yep.
That'd be cool.
I would take some Street Fighter or Tekken figures.
Yeah.
Resident Evil for me all day
Oh,
long.
Resident
Resident
Evil.
Evil's
That would
good.
be
Resident
cool.
Evil
Yes.
all day
Got the
long.
worst controls of any game ever.
Tank baby.
The only thing I didn't like about Resident Evil is the saving, like how to save.
Well, with the ink pens, with the typewriters.
Yeah, the typewriters. Yeah, it was like,
I'll build tension,
and when you're
baby.
a kid but when you're a kid playing and you're like, I don't know, I was like 10 playing my first Resident Evil. I'm like, I don't get this. Like I always had to start from the beginning.
Casablanca wants more from the Arkham line.
Yeah.
Ooh, would anybody get Call of Duty figures like Ghost or something?
That would be
that's
sick.
tough.
They
I
have
would
a
be
cool third-party
interested.
one. The third-party
That'd be
ones are
cool,
pretty
but-
good, actually.
I don't know if I'd commit, honestly. That'd be cool.
I
but
wouldn't.
I played a lot of Call of Duty. I don't think I could. Oh, I got something in my eye.
Captain Price, baby.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So Sneaker's the only one getting this. Let me just end this poll here and see what you guys are thinking on price, on what you'd be willing to spend for something like this. So we had 17 votes. Not great. So you guys can do better than that.
Not
would you
great.
pay? Everybody that didn't vote is just like, I don't want it at all. But how much would you be willing to pay for this figure? 41% said 275 to 3. 29% said under 275. 29% says 3 to 325, and 0% said over 325. So we kind of found our sweet spot. People are fine with the high twos, the low threes, but interesting.
And if they go over 325, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, he says there wasn't an option
Yeah.
for nothing. I can only do 4 options.
Nothing.
All right, so we've talked about this figure that's coming, but kind of brings me to like, is Hot Toys running out of ideas? Like when they're releasing stuff like this, do we think this is like premeditated, like they plan this, or is this just something they're throwing out because they already have the molds and they're just repainting it and they're just trying to, like you said, are they just trying to grab some quick cash? What do you guys think? Is Hot Toys running out of ideas, or I mean, I don't think you can run out of ideas, but are they being a little bit more safe or lazy? Are they playing it too safe? Kind of goes into this as well.
I think they're just trying to come out with some stuff like in the middle of coming out with, like, they have Deadpool coming. They have a lot of stuff on the way, and I think they're just trying to find stuff to kind of announce and release in the meantime while they get these, Deadpool characters or what have you. I mean, who knows? Maybe they'll drop Borderlands or something, that movie coming out, or I mean, you never know with like new licenses or something. But I think they're just trying to figure out something like, to come out now. They need to have those easy ones here and there. Just put something out there.
I agree. What about you, D-Lo?
It's possible. I mean, that's kind of been, if you kind of think back to like,
let's change it. Obviously, they can't run out of ideas. Are they playing it too safe, basically? Should they be taking more risks with some of these characters like Oosh Leia or freaking 1/6 Jabba the Hutt, or what haven't they done with Marvel? Drax, Batman stuff like Catwoman, Penguin. Like, are they playing it
Blue
too
Beetle.
safe? Let's change it to that. Blue Beetle. Kazam, like.
yeah, no, sure. I mean, it's again, same answer. It's still possible. That's probably where we're going with this here. Just because, prior to a couple years ago, we didn't have reissues in 2.0s and stuff like that there. So it's a valid question to ask, just because, we've had cash grabs from them before, but it definitely feels like it's a lot more, at least frequently now than it used to be. I mean, you'll get one every now and then. A Dark Knight will get issued again for the 4th or 5th time, stuff like that. And so you kind of used to that. But then things like Iron Mans who were very sold out figures that they went right back to the well right again. So it's tough to gauge here just because you just don't know what Hot Toys' overall plan is. But definitely when you see stuff like this limited stock, Trooper with 1,500 pieces, it definitely feels like it's not necessarily something that's desirable, but is more designed to keep everything desirable. Just kind of as a quick reminder, like, hey, at any time we can pull the plug on this over here. So, keep buying what we want you to buy, right? Because I think long term, like, you're right, you can never run out of necessarily IPs and stuff like that, because there's always some new product coming out there that they can get a license for and start producing it there. But I think they've kind of lost trust in us to buy whatever they sell. So I think it's more of a, for now, as the economy is kind of going through what it's going through right now, I definitely see them taking less risks, less chances here. I mean, if you take a look at IPs that are not Star Wars, not DC, not Marvel right now, what do we have? John Wick. John Wick is very big over there. Keanu Reeves specifically is big out there, so that's not a risk. It's a different IP, but it's not a risk. Predator, we've all loved Predators. Predators are very hot on the market, on the secondary market still to this day. So to back something like the new Predator movie, it's not that high of a risk. So I think there is some cause for concern. I think there is some part of it slightly where they are playing a little bit more safe with their ideas. And I think, right now it feels more status quo. They want to keep up with what we want, but at the same time, they want to make sure they're not producing everything we want up front, because at that point, there's no reason for us to come back for more.
Sure. That's a good point. Good point. Sneaker, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, this is tricky. Kind of my mind's going different places for this one, but yeah, honestly, I think when you said, like, are they running out of ideas or are they playing too safe? The one thing that came to my mind is I feel like sometimes we are like we're pretty spoiled as it is as collectors right now. We're getting so much stuff. Like, I think about how many pre-orders I have, and like there's other stuff I would like to get and I can't because I just there's more stuff right now that I want to buy than I can actually get. And to me, like, that's a good thing. So that tells me, in my mind, for me personally, I don't really think they necessarily are, because we're getting so much stuff. Like, I think of the Ahsoka line, they're just like giving us everything. But then I see Delo's point of the other aspect of, like, they are going to these main IPs, right, that they know people are going to gravitate towards. So in that case, I think, yeah, they are playing it safe by going towards what people know and like what people want. They're not really branching out into a ton of others. Is it too safe?
Not the plan is too safe.
For me personally, no, it's not, because I think they have to also look at the long game too, and they're a business, right? And they're doing well. Like, they're still doing well. And also, I think you have to look at what's happened to them in the market. We had this huge thing with everybody comes in during COVID. They have abundance of figures. Sideshow has all this stock. They're making all these figures, pushing them out. Everybody's got COVID money. And then now they're like looking at correcting that. So they have to be careful with like what they're doing, and like I would think as well, right? So maybe it's really hard to say if that's part of it, but I feel like they have to kind of course correct what's been happening. Like, that's what this year is like, kind of that's what's happening. We're seeing like this waitlist stuff, because it seems like they're trying to, my interpretation of that is they're trying to course correct the market and drive up demand again, right? Like, what are we talking about? We're talking about like Vader sold out. This stuff is hitting wait lists. Like, if you want it, maybe you really need to consider pre-ordering. Well, that's exactly what they want, right? So as far as playing it safe, I feel like I don't really think they are, but at the same time, like, it's a risky time to take risks as a company, considering what has happened over since, with all the extra stock and stuff, if that makes sense. So I kind of go different, my mind, like I said, goes different places on this, but I agree with to Delo's point too. You know what I mean? I think it's like, do we all want to get extra stuff beyond the IPs? Would we all love to see something new? Yes. But at the same time, like, I would love to see new stuff from different stuff that they haven't done. But at the same time, I'm looking ahead at like what I have on order, and I'm really excited about that stuff. You know, I'm super excited about 2024 and how many figures there are. Like, wow, this is going to be a great year, phenomenal year. It's already started out really well with what we've gotten. So, yeah, that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Good
necessarily
question.
cut and dry, yes or no. I think it's more
Yeah.
of like there's some gray area. Like they do a lot of good, like with the IPs that they focus on for the most part, like Marvel and Star Wars. I think they do a great job. But like, could they take more risks on almost like the miscellaneous figures? Like, what could we see them doing? Going to the well and doing some other stuff. I think that maybe would be nice. But Brick, I know you kind of answered the first question, but then since we changed it to, are they playing too safe? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't think they're playing too safe at all. I think when they do troopers, it's more of a cash grab more than just trying to be safe. I also see them doing like figures from a Netflix show, One Piece. They're doing Avatar. The stuff that they're putting into Star Wars now, like Darth Vader. I mean, you can with the head sculpt like bashing through the helmet there, and just all the different not technology, but what's the word for it? When you're like advancing in these, the art. Yeah, innovating. Yeah, I mean, you have not only Darth Vader, but you have like they're trying out these light, the lights, and just I mean they're doing a lot. They're bringing Black Adam when the movie didn't, and it might have been announced first, right? But I mean, but like I just see them doing a ton. They brought Artisan. They're doing the way they do the lottery is risky. Well, I guess Sideshow does a lottery. Sorry, but you know what I mean. Like having limited pieces, I think is somewhat risky too, because you make 1,500 figures. That limits it. That's not playing too safe. That's people are going to buy it, but it also might, for certain figures, might piss off your buyers, and then you got backlash on that. So I think overall, that they are not playing it safe. But I do get what DLO is saying when it comes to and you, Graham, and everybody, when it comes to like let's see more of that. Let's see them try Terminator again, or something random like Dune, or stuff like that. Get more license. I've been considering doing a video like should Hot Toys do more license, but again, Avatar, John Wick, like DLO said, One Piece is random. What's that Japanese show or movie? The Catan, or what is it called?
Oh, yeah, that was odd.
They look like insects. Like that was random.
Kamen Riders or something?
Yeah. Do I wish they'd be more risky? Yeah, for sure. But I don't think they're playing too safe.
I think it's just so hard to gauge.
Do you think they're being innovative enough?
Sorry.
I think they started to kind of kick that off a little bit more because of NART. I think they've been trying to push it a little faster than they wanted to, and that might be also why some of these figures are not getting announced soon enough or delayed a little bit, because they were kind of hoping they'd have some time, but they have competition now, whether people believe that or not. Like it's there, and I think they're trying to push that a little faster. Maybe more fast than they wanted to.
Go ahead, DLO.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of tough because it seems like with the fact that they're able to announce, produce, and deliver so many figures on time, as it seems to be going right now, that it just feels like it's too hard to ask them to take a risk, because it seems like it's being successful. It seems like it is kind of working in their favor now. The Artisan has been a big hit. The lottery systems with Sideshow on a lot of these limited figures has been going very well for them. So it definitely is a challenge to just go ahead and want to take a risk here. I think unless something like InArt pushes the boundaries more and gets more people to buy their figures as opposed to a Hot Toy figure, then maybe something like that would be considered. But Hot Toys is just kind of shown time and time again, unless they feel some kind of threat from some kind of competition outside of what collectors are complaining about, they're just going to keep doing the same thing. So
right,
it's a tough one. It's a tough one because it's just like they're still not in a position to where they need to do it. And I think that's where that's where we kind of stuck with this part of it here. So yeah,
I think I would just, when it comes to being safe, I just rather them still focus on stuff outside of the big three. I know there's things here and there, but like I still feel like there's just so much more that they could do. If you guys could pick just a figure that realistically you could see them doing, like obviously John McClane from Die Hard probably isn't going to happen because it's just such an old movie that time's kind of passed. But like if you could pick a random IP or miscellaneous figure that you'd have them do today, what would it be? We got Dune. We got I'm trying to think of what else is recent and relevant, but like
for me, like I want something I haven't seen anybody do before, and I think I've said this a couple weeks ago. I want to see something from the Mummy.
The original,
the original,
not
the
Tom Cruise one,
not the Tom Cruise one. But you know what? I'd like to see a Top Gun. I'd like to see maybe a Mission Impossible. I'd love to see a James Bond. I know somebody else has a license, but I don't care. I want a James Bond in the collection. And there's still iconic characters out there that still aren't being made by Hot Toys or anybody else of relevance for that matter. So like there's still some exciting, very popular characters in film and television that can still get made. So yeah, I mean, it's out there. Ooh, Brad brings up a good one. One of my favorites, Riddick.
Oh,
get me Riddick from Pitch Black.
That first one was actually really good.
Yeah. So there's stuff out there. I want to see some more variety. I think that's where I'm at right now. I like to see a little bit more. Still love my Star Wars. Still love my Marvel, my DC, but I like to see some other stuff grow in my collection besides just Star Wars, Marvel, DC all the time.
It actually it reminds me too. I actually pre-ordered. Man, I feel like we've been getting weak here. We've been pre-ordering a little bit more this week. So I used some Sideshow rewards and I pre-ordered William Money from Unforgiven, the Clint Eastwood figure from Sideshow. So I figured, price is a little high, but everybody has said really good things about the Clint Eastwood figures. I know Hot Toys Hotline was saying good stuff too last week, but Clint Eastwood has always been a fan, favorite of mine, but also my dad. My dad always, loves all of the Clint Eastwood movies, and Unforgiven is one of my favorite Clint Eastwood movies. So, somebody brought up too, like, we don't always get figures that remind us of like our lives. Sometimes we get them because they remind us of like loved ones or moments with family, and your father or something like that. So like for me, that's kind of why that one's special. So all of the other ones are waitlisted. So I definitely wanted to make sure I secured that. But like that's a miscellaneous figure and something different. We want our collections to be different from everybody else's too. So if we're collecting the 3 IPs, it's harder to make that happen. But like there's just, like DLO said, there's so much other stuff they could do. But yeah, when you were talking to it, just kind of made that William Money pop in my head that I pre-ordered that. So I'm trying to think of other ones, but I don't know if anything else pops in your guys' head that you would just like to get, or you'd like
see
them
this
to
Buzz
make.
Lightyear. If they did a life-size Pixar version, I guess like the cartoony version of Buzz Lightyear and Woody, that would be really cool. I would also love Dune. We need Dune. I think we all were kind of saying before, like if they would have announced Dune the week that InArt went pre-order, that would have just killed that InArt figure, because we would have been like, oh, not only are we getting Paul Atreides, but we're gonna get a Shawnee, we're gonna get a, the Austin Butler character Fade Ralpha. What is his last name again?
Fade Ralpha.
Yeah, and I mean we would get more. We would at least get 3 figures from that line, so that would be really cool. I mean, I would love. Yeah. I would love for them to go back to Rocky Balboa. I really would love to see what they could do with Sylvester Stallone right now. Apollo Creed, bring on Mr. T. Like, I want to see that whole line. That would be really cool.
I want to see some sports stuff. I want to see like
that'd be game over.
style, like NFL players.
That would be game over.
Yeah,
I would take.
I know that. Can you imagine? Oh man.
I mean, why not?
Or more musicians.
Can we get a Michael Scott figure? Does anybody else want a Michael Scott in like a Dwight
That'd be
Schrute?
cool. Yeah,
an office line would be awesome. Also, the other line that came to my, like, another thing, and this is completely away from the office, but like, give me some Spartacus figures. Like, give me a Crixus from Spartacus. Like, dang, dude. If they went some Spartacus stuff, that would be really cool. And they could do some really cool stuff with that show, which is a sleeper show. I know some people have just never even really heard of that show, but that show is one of my all-time.
It's
one
good.
of my
You're
favorites.
Right.
Love
Same
that
here.
show.
Yeah.
So that's one that came. The Office and Spartacus.
You
were
guys
my
each other.
mind.
Do you guys think that some of these IPs though they don't pick up because it's not big in like overseas?
Well, that's
Like Game of Thrones, for
indicator to their
example, is
market
that?
first. Like you're right, actually, Rick, because even though they do sell to us here, they always focus on their market, and then then they pretty much think of us. So you're not wrong. The answer is yes.
Original Planet of the Apes, I would be in for.
Oh, I would be all over that.
How about you guys? Would
Cornelius.
you be interested in that?
Yeah, that'd be
Would
dope.
Anything where they did like anything non-human, like stuff with creatures and like animals, if they could do cool stuff, it's always
Oh,
well. It's like
yeah.
Star Wars.
That's
It's like
pretty
Star
sick.
Wars when they do different, aliens and species and stuff. But Gladiator would be really cool. And there's another Gladiator movie
Or
coming
William Wallace.
out. New Gladiator movie
Yeah,
coming out.
Gladiator 2.
So-
I did not know Denzel was going to be in Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington.
How do we
Do you
not
guys
have
think
Mad
they'll-
Max? What about Mad Max?
Yeah.
Oh
man.
yeah, that was a good one.
Mad Max would be really cool.
Yeah.
I would get
Blade
Mad
Runner
Max.
would be another one. That'd be cool.
They were really
Yeah.
sick. Yeah.
And I love the Mad Max movie. So
Yeah.
it's one
Yeah,
of
it's
the
a good
best
one.
theater experiences. So
Dune
good.
kind of reminds me of like Star Wars and Mad Max, like
Mad
all
Max put
together.
together.
That's
Yeah.
probably why I like it so much too.
Do you guys think they'll do Predator, Terminator, and Alien 2.0s? Do you think that is a possibility? I think at some point something's got to give, and it's gonna.
I think
They
if
will
they,
once InArt announces their Terminator film.
yeah, right.
Hot Toys. Will
I think
make another one.
if they were going to choose one between all of those, it would be Predator. They would go back to.
What? So last year they did RoboCop. They did RoboCop 3. This year it's not necessarily a 2.0, but they're doing a Predator figure. Do you think
Could they do a
next year-
Terminator 3? They haven't done that yet, have they?
They haven't done that.
Yeah.
Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and then they did Arnold from Terminator Genesis?
They did. Yep. From Genesis.
Was
You got
it?
it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Crazy. So staying on that, like kind of like figures you want to see. I'm curious because I was thinking about this today, but what's Star Wars? Like how could they build upon the Star Wars franchise, like with vehicles, species, and maybe characters that they haven't done yet? Like how could they expand on that? Obviously vehicles are a little bit trickier, but you got like, for example, Luke's land speeder. Like I'm
Cool.
surprised they haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Like it's not overly big. It's not bigger than a car.
Dude, I want a Tauntaun.
Tauntaun
great.
would be amazing. I was telling the guys behind the, Christian just said, I was telling them behind the scenes here, a Wampa. That would be
Huge.
so cool. It's basically like a Chewbacca, taller, but like,
Dollar.
but rooted in. I don't think it's got to be perfect. Like a Wampa would just be so pretty. I don't know. It'd be sick. So.
I want a Jabba with Gamorrean guards. That's always been my
That would be
wish.
really cool.
Gamorrean. How have we not gotten Gamorrean guards yet?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Who
That's
is
a
that
tou- I feel like
guy?
it's tough to. That'd be a tougher one to sculpt out. You know what
Gamorrean guards.
For Jabba.
I think Gamorrean guards would just be like
I mean, Sideshow.
you have
did
to
'em.
have you kind of have to have their joints exposed, so like you got to make it look clean. You know, you'd almost want like the Hulk arms, like that style of arm. You'd want it to be seamless, right? Like they could. It would just be. It's a unique. I feel like it's just a very unique design for them to do. But I would love it. I would love a Gamorrean guard for sure.
I actually, out of curiosity, the other day I looked at the Sideshow 1/6 Jabba just to see what he was going for, but he almost looks a little bit dated than the newer one,
They need to
Like
do
even-
a Jabba.
even from when he came out. But I think a
Did they do the
Jabba-
guy that always hangs out with Jabba? What's his name? Like
Salacious
guy with the-
Crumb?
No,
No,
guy
the
with
other
like
guy.
I would-
Oh, Bib
uh,
Fortuna. He
Yeah,
would be
yeah, yeah,
great.
yeah.
He would be
Yeah.
crazy.
cool.
I think Sideshow did them
He would be cool.
back in the day.
Yeah. He
yeah,
would be a
Sideshow
cool
did
figure.
actually a lot of stuff.
They
back
did.
in the day.
They did. Say what you will about Sideshow, but they put out different figures for sure.
Yeah.
Like
Greedo. Greedo would be.
Greedo would be cool.
Rodian.
Greedo would
Yeah,
be
dude.
awesome.
Yeah.
I'd pick up
Greedo
Greedo.
would be such a cool figure, man.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so many cool OT.
The guy
figures like
from Rebels, the Beast. I forgot his name. I'm bad with names today.
Zeb?
Zeb.
Zeb, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yep.
Zeb,
There's
of course-
certain vehicles.
Of
that they
course,
could do.
Phantom Menace. You know, there's a lot there. But
We need to
Vehicles
get
are
some,
really tough.
Other thing is we just need to get some Andor figures. That's a disgrace. We didn't get anything from Andor. But
Wayne's on fire there. Give me an Akbar. Hell yeah.
yeah, I'm Rock.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
would you guys want a land speeder? Would that be something you guys?
I think I
would.
would.
I would.
Yeah.
Farm Boy
think
Luke
I
with the
would.
land speeder.
Dude, that'd be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That'd be cool.
That would
pretty
be
cool.
and there's also like if they did a land speeder, man, there's so much cool stuff you could do with that. You could put Luke and Obi-Wan in it. You could have sand troopers by it. Like you could do so many cool things with land speeders.
You could have
A lot
the
of
open up
versatility.
side that shows like the wires and everything, or you can
Yep.
close it up. Yeah.
Yep. That would be something just so cool for them to do for
Yeah,
sure.
that'd
That would be up there.
So Jazz Inc. did the Millennium Falcon, the cockpit. Does that interest you guys? Like if like a section of a ship because it's so big, or is it kind of just weird you out because it's just that piece, so it doesn't really look like much? Or would that be something you'd be interested in? Like
Something like that's good for photography, but I don't think it would actually like really be that nice to look at from
Right.
an outside.
I'm kind of
Yeah, I
on
wouldn't.
that.
Yeah. I don't think I could.
agree.
I don't like I like kind of completed. It's just something I'm not drawn to it. Like the Falcon cockpit is really cool, but it takes up a lot of space. And like it looks cool if you look at it from like when looking at it from the side doesn't really like appeal to me. Like, and you almost have to display it like that. You can't really display it frontwards on because then it has so much length to it. It's like you have to like almost have your case a different orientation. So it's kind of hard to display for one. But yeah, I'd rather have, if I'm going to have a vehicle, like the actual full on completed vehicle.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Christian says a Rancor. I know Sideshow made a 1/6 Rancor back in the day, a statue,
Massive.
but that'd be pretty cool too. I want to say hi to KG. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. He says, what's going on? Welcome to Wolfpack Wednesdays. We're just talking about some things we'd like to see from Star Wars and how they could expand. But yeah, I mean, they haven't done Empire Strikes Back, like Hoth Luke, Hoth Han. Give us a Tauntaun in there.
Hoth, Luke, and Han would definitely be.
I mean, there's still so much they could do with the OT. But
Yeah, we haven't even touched on anything else.
is it the ATST on the two legs?
Yes.
I'm looking at my cases and I'm thinking, because it's vertical, but it's not too wide. If you had like a 698, is that funny, Sneaker?
I'm just saying the ATST. Think about when Chewie gets out of that thing and how big Chewie is. How tall
Right.
an ATST would be
think-
it would go to like your
Somebody
ceiling.
look up how many feet
It would
that
be
was.
massive.
It'd be like the bat from the Dark Knight Rises. It'd be 1/12 instead of 1/6.
Yeah.
Or something
Think
like
about
that.
what they're saying. Think about like the N1. How everyone
28
thinks.
feet.
Think about how long people say like the N1 would be, how big how big that ship would be. Like the ATST would be, yeah, it would be very tall.
Yeah, I guess
it would be
it'd be-
cool. It would be very cool though to have an ATST just vertical in like a vertical Maju space. That'd be pretty cool. But
So
yeah, it
they
would
were
just
28
be-
feet tall, so there'd be what, almost 5 times bigger? No, twice.
Yeah, so they got like
What-
5. Yeah, what?
No, it'd be like just over twice as
5
big as
feet? It would be like 5 feet. No, it's 28 feet. It's 28 feet tall. So if you think of like the average, a 6 feet tall person is in 6 scale.
12 inches.
That's 12 inches, right? Roughly.
right.
So you're looking at times that by whatever 28 is divided by 6.
Yeah.
You got to do some math here.
That would be pretty. That'd be pretty large. I
It'd be
guess.
about 5 feet. It'd be about 5 feet tall.
Yeah,
that is-
that'd be-
that is
Math,
very
man, I don't
large.
know.
That is large.
Okay.
That's the kind of thing if we like all say yes, we want it, we're excited when we see the pictures, and then no one
Oh,
pre-orders
and then
it.
you see the price tag of a 5
Hot Toys
feet
will
tall.
never do it again, though. I feel like that would be like such a like. That's what we get for taking a risk. Another trooper.
And then we were
Another.
just talking about, remember we all like were looking at that like we were talking about, in our chat about what a statue box looks like and the size of it coming on a pallet.
Yeah,
this thing
man.
would be 5 feet long. Like UPS is gonna bring the dolly out to get this thing to your front door. Like it's just gonna be.
And he'll be pissed that he's got to do
Yeah.
that, so he ain't gonna be too
Yeah.
gentle with it.
And then the
For real.
price, like the price of that is gonna be, even the price of it is gonna be probably just crazy. So vehicles hard.
I think species like are a little bit more Hot Toys like
Yeah.
wheelhouse. Vehicles, they're like, you don't push your luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except Dewback.
Mm.
Dewback is
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Wait.
do back, but
Cannot wait.
What about like
Kilo, are
Kit
you getting a
Fisto or
Dewback?
something?
I want it,
Kit
honestly.
Fisto, is that what you said?
I
Right.
generally
Yeah.
want
Sorry. You guys were talking about the Dewback, and then we were talking about Kit Fisto.
Kid Fisto.
Plo Koon
Isn't
would
he
be
coming
awesome
soon?
as well. Yeah,
Kit
he's coming
Fisto?
soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's stuck in coming soon. It's
I
either
mean,
him or
he's-
Plo Koon.
he's been
Oh,
Coming soon.
Oh, maybe
yeah, they
it
showed
is.
him years ago
I think
though,
it's
man.
Plo Koon. I think it's Plo
Oh,
Koon
wow.
that's in.
Plo
Okay.
Koon would be dope.
No, maybe it is Kit Fisto and the Sideshow coming soon. It's one of them.
Oh, nice.
It's definitely Kid
Didn't even know
Fisto.
about that.
Yeah.
'Cause, yes, they showed him at Comic-Con before, many years ago,
Nice.
along with a really cool what I forgot what the trooper was called. It's part of Commander Cody's regiment there. I can't think of the name. Airborne Trooper, I think it was called.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. They showed him next to him though, so Plo Koon would be cool though. Plo Koon, like that would be pretty sweet if we can get him though. But
Yeah.
yeah, species, man. Species I think is the way to go for Hot Toys. Vehicles, I just feels like a pipe dream. I don't know.
Do you think they haven't done the land speeder just because they're like, well, we can't really do anything else other than speeder bikes? So why? But they've done the speeder bikes, so I don't know.
Land speeder seems like a safe bet of something they could do.
I mean, it's a
don't know
smaller
why.
vehicle, right? You think that
Plastic,
yeah.
that can kind of get away with
And maybe
more?
they will. Maybe they will.
Yeah.
At some point, like that could be
Right.
something that I could actually see them potentially doing is land speeder real.
Yeah, like
like
they're on to
realistically.
us.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
You know what? It's funny.
go ahead.
It's funny because I look at like Lego vehicles that they do a lot, and like the Batmobile or like the DeLorean, you know, Ghostbusters Echo one, you know, and then I think like, yeah, Hot Toys could do something like, you know, a land speeder because you kind of see the size somewhat,
Right.
but
I mean,
yeah,
it's a little smaller than a car,
smaller, but you can kind of
or like the same
get the
size as a
idea.
DeLorean.
yeah.
Well, speaking of vehicles, we did get this also on Secret Base, so it looks like the '89 Batmobile is imminent. Hasn't been officially released, but like I said, it's coming soon. So this is just a picture we got. It looks like it's about the same size as the original, so it's not like the Tumbler. Well, the Tumbler, they just make the cockpit bigger, I believe, so that the figure could fit in. So I don't know if they did that here. I'm assuming paint applications are upgraded. The lights are probably going to be upgraded. This is waitlisted on Sideshow. Anybody thinking of picking this up? Anybody freaking out because this is coming? What are you guys'
I want-
thoughts on this?
I want
Yes.
this so bad. There's just no way.
Yes, I cannot want something. Yes,
Man.
you guys can talk about it.
I 110% want this, but like this one's got me feeling like nauseous just because
Right.
it's not a coincidence that I've called myself DLO the Broke for this episode, just because with the amount of stuff that I've put money down on in the last 30 days now makes me sick. And now I'm in the process of getting more Magic cases, and now this is here. So I don't know. I think I don't know.
Magic cases coming.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take. I mean, this might be sitting in a box for a while till I get those bad boys. But I mean, yeah, I wasn't around collecting when the first one came out, and kind of like the DeLorean. Like this is my list. Like if I'm gonna get 2 vehicles ever from Hot Toys, one's gonna be DeLorean, which I have now, and it's got to be this one over here. So I'm fucking excited for this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, this is like straight up childhood 101.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Yep.
you're probably gonna see me with a smile on my face for 2-3 weeks. Like, this is not one of the figures where I like it for the day and then that's it. I'm on to the next one. Like, no, I'm gonna be like, dude, take a look at this picture. I just look at the Batmobile. I'm gonna bombard you guys with like photos of this one here. Like, I want this so bad. So yeah, I'm excited. I cannot wait. It's going to be a good day. It's definitely going to
So
be.
you are
day.
getting it.
I'm getting it.
Oh,
I'm 100% getting it. I can't.
It's like $7.25. How much is it?
Whatever it is,
Like
it doesn't
that.
matter.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever it is.
Coming home. Yeah, this is the I don't care one. Take my money kind of like some vehicle for me here. So too many memories. I'm a hardcore Batman fan. This is my Batmobile. I mean, the 89 is getting reissued. I mean, the timing of it couldn't be better for me. So I'm just gonna get this here. So I'm excited.
Man, you lucky dog.
Yeah,
You're
it's a
lucky
good day.
dog.
I have no space anyways right now.
Put it right on top of them DTOFs.
I mean,
And
I
it
could
fits
put
in the
it,
6 series.
yeah, and I could put it on my garage shelf too, but I don't know. I got so much coming. I want to get the guard like we were talking about earlier. There's so much. It's a lot. This is nice.
You know what's interesting is the DeLorean still available? Is that available on Sideshow, or is that's been waitlisted, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. So the Tumbler's sitting. Obviously, it came out prior, so possibly overproduction. Batpod's sitting. Could be overproduction. But it's interesting that this is already waitlisted. I know Sneaker says this is still available on Underground Figures if you guys are looking.
Oh.
But I have the original, and I got it cheap because it was loose, a couple scratches on it. And I don't know if I can get this, but it's something that I want as well. So, I don't know. I don't think I need it though. I don't know if I can afford it. I know that's what I'm saying, but it's not pristine. It's not brand new.
Oh, you
it's
need
not-
it 100%.
I need it 100%.
Yeah, this is coming home for you. I bet. I
don't
bet
know.
you will end up getting
I don't
this.
know. Next poll.
I could already hear the rationalization in your voice.
If there was a
That
vehicle
one.
that I would do this for, this would be it though. I'm with DLO. Like it would almost be, I would do anything for this vehicle because it is iconic and it is from the childhood. I had the Kenner Batmobile. Didn't even have a roof on it because they wanted, you'd be able to get the figures in and out, pretty easily. So, it's pretty amazing. But I'm gonna have to wait and see. So, Sneaker, how about you? Any shot? I mean, I know you
No.
were born after this, so like,
Yeah, so like I saw this movie like relatively recently. I don't know, a few months ago, whenever I watched it, but I'm in the minority with this one, but like this isn't my favorite Batmobile design. I know a lot of people love this, and I know this is like a childhood thing for a lot of people, really nostalgic, but this one just doesn't speak to me. I think it's really cool. It doesn't. But also you got to remember, I didn't grow up with this. I didn't see this movie when I was young. I just saw it recently, right? So this doesn't hit for me like you guys, So yeah,
Not
I
emo
could.
enough?
What's that?
Your Batman our Batman isn't emo enough for you.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm happy. Like
straight
also
from the
like
polls.
I have the one from the Batman. I don't need a second one. I would get, if I'm going to get another one, I would get the Tumbler before I got this one. I would get the Tumbler before this one, but not something that speaks to me, not something I need. Is it really cool? Yeah. I mean, if you don't have this and you're a fan, like for D-Lo, I remember how he was just a kid on Christmas with that DeLorean unboxing. I need to see this. I need to see his face unboxing, one of these bad boys because
Dude, that'd be cool.
yeah, that would just kind of like make me happy watching that. So there you go, D-Lo. When you unbox it, you got a video it or something. But yeah,
I might do
it's
it.
really cool.
I might actually go live for something like this.
You should.
I'd join you, even if I don't have it, I'd join you
You join me in
if
spirit.
I was
That's nice of
invited.
you.
Obviously,
I mean, my people get in contact with your people. We'll figure that out.
sounds good.
We'll see. We might promote it. We'll see.
But yeah, man, I mean, I could see why you'd be excited for this because especially never having one. I know how I for the jazzing Batmobile when I got it, like I've never had a vehicle like that before, and just like how exciting it was. Me just opening it by myself, and just like how happy I am with that. So
Yeah, well, the great thing about Batman and the characters like him, such as like Batman, maybe James Bond, you've had multiple actors play that character over time, and everybody has their own personal preference to which one they have here. So when the one that you were exposed to that got you into the character, and it's specifically if you like, this is like a lottery ticket for a guy like me. Just like, this is my first Batman. I already have Keaton. I don't have the Batmobile. This is my Batmobile. I gotta get. So it's such a cool time. So I mean, it's great that right now potentially. I don't know about the Jazz Inc. because the Jazz Inc. one's sold out there, but I mean, more or less, you can still probably get your hands on one depending on the situation because it's still a little fresh. But there's like 3 Batmans out there right now that are hot. You know, you got your Keaton, obviously. Bale is no slouch. You got an Armory coming out for that real soon. The Tumbler's right there on the market. It's a good time to be a DC fan. It's a good time if you want to get into a vehicle of your preferred Batman. You can still relatively find them out there. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm on cloud now. I can't wait to get this one here.
Would you consider getting a 1.0 at a cheaper price? Or are you going all out brand
I'm
new?
not buying yours so you can buy this one.
No,
No.
that was not what I was implying here.
Exactly what he's implying, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I just know that people are going to be dumping their 1.0s or not even dumping, but if they're selling them, I would assume they're losing value. So I'm just saying, like you were talking about the last 30 days, how much you've spent. Would that be an option for you to like maybe get one half or three quarters of the price? Possibly. I don't know, but I don't know what they're going for yet. Or if
I'm
they're
going to say
holding value.
no to this one here. And under other circumstances, if it wasn't something like this, like a childhood memory, I'd probably say yes to your question. But for me, like I've waited for this. I waited for this a long time, longer than I even knew I wanted, just because I didn't know there was ever going to be another opportunity to get it. So if I've waited this long at this point, I'm willing to pay the money for the experience at that point. My own experience with it, with my no one's touched this Batmobile. Everybody has their own Batmobile. This one is mine. Like I kind of want that kind of experience there. Kind of like with the DeLorean as well too. That's why I never went backwards. Like with figures, I'll go backwards. Vehicles, I won't. I just won't, just because there's issues that could be potentially with the person with theirs. Obviously, there's shipping costs. There's so many things to take into it there when you're going secondhand on vehicles. But the experience on a one of a kind for you and your collection, because you're not going to get multiple vehicles. I mean, nobody has a space to get every vehicle that's out there, right? You're going to pick the one that means the most to you there. So, yeah, I'm paying the price. I'm doing it. For me, it's going to be a brand new one. No one's ever had this Batmobile. It's going to be mine. And yeah, I'm going to pay for that experience in this situation here. So, yeah, it's new or nothing for me.
No, if I sell mine, it's going to be to brick. So.
No, I'd want this one, my good friend. if I'm gonna spend $400 or $500 on yours or whatever the price, I might as well just.
That'd be good. That's a good deal, though.
But I might as well
price.
But I might as well
4 to
get
5?
the new one.
Ooh,
Come on.
Graham, you want to sell for 4?
Bring it fairness to you.
That's probably what I would do. Yeah.
Shipping, though. Like there would be free shipping with Graham. You know what I mean?
No,
I'd walk it across the
I
street.
get that, but like
carry that bad boy home.
Like I'd rather spend a few $100, $200 to $300 more on the newer one and
plus shipping,
brand new, and that's fine.
Tax.
Just make the deal right now. Just make the deal with Graham right now.
Nah,
just say yes.
You guys already know I don't like buying used to begin with.
You guys should do the transfer live right now on the show. Just make it happen right now.
Get up, bring your camera outside, watch there.
You know what would be funny if one show I literally just stopped my camera and then 10 minutes later I just scare the hell out of Brick at his house.
I thought about sneaking down to your basement like next week when I can't make it and just like popping up behind you, but that would be called breaking and entering. So
right, my kids would be waking up and
I'd be quiet
anyway.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still out on this because I have a perfectly fine Batmobile, but
now can I ask you a question, too? Like I know that there's some things about yours that
I had a bad experience.
You had experience, right? So
wash my hands of it.
So are you kind of like in the agreement with me there? Like you kind of, if you were going to do this, you want it because it's a new experience for you, since you had it used and it wasn't a great experience. Like
no, I definitely agree. Yeah, I mean, if you can just get a brand new, and it's, I don't want to say it's easy to scuff because I definitely haven't scuffed it myself, but I think if you're a little rough with it, the way that it's like almost like it's a little bit more of a matte paint job, so it's easier to scuff than something else. So like just having it and not having to worry about anybody that's handled it before or any of the issues like that. I think just that peace of mind is important too. Plus, this thing was going for double, triple retail used, back before this was even announced, which is when I got mine. And I got mine on the cheap, and it was still more than what this cost new. So kind of hurts a little bit. But
Damn.
$2,000 these were going for.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Before this was announced.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a spicy meatball.
Spicy meatball.
It's gonna be
any other final thoughts here? We got Raiden Z in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. But yeah,
I
so any day
have a
now
question
be,
for anybody here.
This is what's going to be how you figures released tonight. By the way, it's probably this. Just FYI.
What if we get Drax tonight?
Yeah.
That would make this whole episode pointless.
I'm waiting. Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking like we're talking all
Spent
this
40
Drax.
minutes on that topic.
We're
That would
talking
suck.
all about this
Pretty
Drax.
good,
Thing.
though.
What if we get like a Mantis or a Drax, just like one of these shows, and we're talking about it at some point? That's funny.
Man.
What was your question, Dilo?
Yeah, Dilo, I
had
know
a
you're going to
question.
say something, but
Thank you,
is
Sneaker.
this
But
Batmobile?
you never ask.
You're welcome.
Is this Batmobile USB-C? I believe it is, right? So
Let's
that's
answer
another.
that first.
That's
think so.
another pro for getting the new one as well. Just FYI.
Very good. Very good.
Very
Grant.
good.
Was that your question,
Very
Dilo?
good. Yeah, it was. So you can skip me now. It's fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Ironically, no, wasn't. Wasn't.
Do you have a
Do you
question?
think I should have? Do you think I should have got the Jazz Ink one instead?
No,
Okay.
but I'm cheap, so that
You could still
answers
get on
that.
the wait list, Dilo.
Uh,
You
Oh,
should
no.
just hop on the wait list and see if it
It's
converts
over
for you.
double the cost. The only thing though is
Because then
like,
you'll get that conversion email and you'll be like, fuck.
what have I done?
You'll buy it. You will absolutely buy it.
the
Yep.
fact that it's more accurate to scale though is the only thing that piques my interest.
That's the nice part. Is like if you really want the truly accurate representation, right? But it's
But is it worth over
Right.
double the price?
it's up to you.
I can't.
I think X-Man knows that answer.
Oh, now he tells me. Thanks, X-Man.
That's a lot of cheese.
Mm.
Mm.
All right, I'm over it. I'm gonna get the hot dog. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. You were
Opie
great in the
says-
chat.
There you go.
100% get the Jazz Ink.
Damn
I wanna
enablers. It was a test.
I want to see an actual
Failed.
side-by-side comparison. I don't think anybody's done a video of that, have they?
I think I've seen somebody put out pictures before. I don't know
Well,
if it was.
I know Jazz Ink put pictures up, but it was just, vague.
I don't know
Bird's
if I
eye
saw it
view.
on Moffitt's channel. He had some video. I could have sworn I've seen it.
Like cheese.
He likes cheese. Yeah,
It's good.
that's a lot of cheese that you're giving away. So, yeah, I kind of saw that, but I'd like to see like almost like a Justin's collection, like a review video, really getting into the nitty gritty of it, I guess. Man, lots of Jazz Ink fans here. Nothing wrong with Jazz Ink, by the way. I love their stuff. I can't afford it. So, I mean, I can barely afford a vehicle as it is. Remember what you said, Dilo. When it comes to the
Say a lot
point
of
where you're
things.
paying a monthly mortgage on it, you got to draw the line for yourself.
I said that. Shit.
You did.
I better stick to what I said. Then.
Dilo the broke.
Never
said that.
mind.
Dilo the broke is
broke.
smoking.
Dilo the
This is
broken.
He's like, what was
the-
that? What?
Doppelganger here.
It's tough. Listen, I mean, even the strongest of us still have our weak moments on these things here. So you got to wonder. That's all. I'm back. I'm fine. I'm cool, man. I'm cool, man.
Oh man. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Another great show. Thank you guys for watching as always. Just want to say happy birthday, Dilo. Hope you have a great day tomorrow. Are you doing anything special? Are you working? Did you take the day off? Going out to dinner?
Oh no, I'm doing something. So this is how old I am now. You know what I'm doing for my birthday? I'm going to the chiropractor. True story. That's what I have. That's what I got there. Wifey is taking me to the chiropractor, and we're getting some lunch afterwards. So yes,
That sounds nice. So you took the day off?
no, I just happened to be off that day, so it just kind of lined up for me. So nothing
nice.
crazy there. So I'm going to get an alignment, and I'm also going to catch a senior citizen theater movie time. I guess I don't know. So yeah, definitely. It's bittersweet. This is my last year in my 30s. So
Right behind you, buddy. We can
It's,
mourn together.
yeah, it's tough. It's tough there. Kind of coming to peace with it. But hey, it's all good. So
But hey,
But hey,
I'm still here. It's all good.
we can't
But,
all be like Steve and still have our 20s left.
I still collect toys, so that's got to count for something, right? So whatever.
there
But
you
yeah, to be serious for a moment, guys, thank you so much for everybody who's just kind of still coming into the chat, still wishing me a happy birthday. You don't have to do that, but thank you so much. It does mean a lot to me. So you want to leave interest. Let it go, Justin. Let it go, man. It's not happening.
gonna
tonight,
happen.
man.
It's gonna happen now.
But yeah, so thank you guys, everybody in the chat. So you guys have been fantastic with the wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the panel, of course. You guys are my boys. I don't do birthdays, but they will not let me forget it's my birthday. So I appreciate them for trying to pick me up on these days here. So shout out to you guys as well. So yeah, good show.
Anything you got coming out on DLO The Collector's channel?
Yeah. So I have the Cobb Vant video that I'm trying to get out by this week and over here. Just that everybody's been. I was gonna like sit down to do some more, but everybody's just like, "Hey, you want to do something for your birthday? You want to do something for your birthday?" And I'm like, "You're buying. I'm going. Sure, whatever." So it's it's been being pushed back there, but working on the Cobb Vant video on why Sneaker is an enabler. That is not the real working title. We're still workshopping that part.
The
but
Marshall.
The Marshall. But yeah, I'm working on that video there. It should be dropping shortly there. I just got a couple things I got to take care of first, and then I can get in. So I'm trying to go for possibly it's going to be Sunday or Monday. That's kind of the goal here because I'll have some time to shoot tomorrow. So we'll see what's up with that. Don't hold me to it.
Very good. Brick, always good having you on the show. I know you're going to be off next week. You're on holiday. But you got any videos coming up on your channel?
I don't have anything really in the works. I have some thoughts, some notes that hopefully I can work on maybe this weekend before I go on my little staycation. But, I do have a live stream I'm doing Sunday night with Movie Cannon. I think Spotchka and Zord Photography is on there this Sunday night as well. Sunday night at 9 p.m. Central Time on the Movie Cannon stream, Figure Talk. Other than that, nothing really in the pipeline other than some notes. So, no, happy to be here. Always love the Wolfpack. It's probably my favorite night of the week. And I wish we had it 7 days a week.
It's honestly our favorite night of the week, and our least favorite day is probably Thursday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thursday. That's what I say.
For sure.
Every
Because
Thursday.
we go offline here, and then we still wind up talking for another hour. But
well, and every time I get off of this show, I like look up good prices for figures, and then I consider buying something. It's dangerous. Like the Batmobile.
Yeah. Wednesday is definitely for the boys for sure. And we definitely have a lot of fun on these streams with you guys and obviously amongst yourselves. So, of course, as always, I like to say shout out to the panel, but more important, thank you for everybody in the comments there. You guys, honestly, you're the show. You guys, honestly, you guys keep us motivated. You guys keep it light in there. Keep it fun. You keep it respectful, which I appreciate that on a personal level there for all you guys there. So, honestly, give yourselves a hand here because we're almost at a year, which is crazy to me that time has flown that fast for the show. Yeah. We didn't think this was gonna be a pilot and we're gonna be done with it, but it just took off, and you guys have just constantly have committed to coming and sharing your Wednesday nights with us, and we really do appreciate that a lot. So yeah, thank you guys so much as always.
Joey. And tune into Joey's stream tomorrow on.
Oh yeah, Joey's on Thursday, guys. Copper drop.
Yeah, after your
No,
nap.
we stay up way too late, and then we're just like Thursdays. It feels like a hangover. I mean, I do drink a little bit too, so like that plus like 5, maybe 4 or 5 hours of sleep. It's like, oh,
Yeah. It doesn't
Thursday
help that we
mornings.
talk for like an hour after.
Yeah.
And then we
Thursday
text
mornings we
after
hate.
that. Yeah.
Thursday nights we love.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really quick too, before I get to you, Sneaker, I just want to say thank you to Batman Collectibles for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you for your generosity. I appreciate that. He says, I also paid way too much for my 1.0. I have Jazz 89 on pre-order. If I don't think it's worth it, Jazz products are easy sales. You usually end up making more. It's a good point too. Good point. So could be more of an investment, if you will. But I don't know. For me, it's like a personal line. I just don't know if I could ever cross, but to each their own. And thank you so much for that $4.99 super chat, my friend. I'm going to look for a quick video to play for you, and it's going to be, let me see here.
Yes! That's awesome!
Thank you so much for that awesome super chat. If you guys have ideas on a fun video like that I could do for when you do give me a super chat, like me tasing Sneaker or like pushing Brick off a ledge or, like something like
When
that.
we all get together, we need to make something for the show.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got to figure something out. So
Like
if you got
all
any
four of
fresh
us
ideas,
taking
let
a
us know.
shot or
You're
something.
tasing me. Good lord.
Rochambeau. Good old Rochambeau.
Went
I go
straight to
first.
the taser.
It's like if somebody super chats, then they get let's say Steve gets a taser, and then second super chat, I get the taser. And if you want to see D'Lo get shocked, now you
He
got to get
tasers
the
himself.
Okay, so it's like we're going jumping right to taser,
No,
like on the
tasing
first
is
one,
not
like,
happening.
We'll set benchmarks for like $20 and up. We'll be tasered and stuff. But
God.
Sneaker,
Either
what do you
way,
guys
I
going on,
got
my
tasered
friend?
before the money,
Just get the pepper spray. Should we just try all these different various things?
Thanks for your content.
Stand-
It's like Jackass
brought
show all
swords.
over again.
Stand on a pile of firecrackers. Just freaking just reckless.
welcome
Um,
to Jackass.
Yeah, exactly. I'd super chat so quick. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so what did I do? So Monday I was on with Jose G Hernandez, aka Jose Plus, for a great show of the Collector Tour. Yeah, he was just awesome to have on the show. So you can go check out the replay for that. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the show, I have Black Adam coming in. So gonna be here Saturday. Actually, shipped today. Really quick, shipped today. Like right when I bought it, shipped today. Arrived Saturday. I'm gonna do a review actually on that. I haven't gotten a figure in a while that I can actually review. So looking forward to doing that after I watch the movie tomorrow. Because I have yet to see it. So doing that. And then also I just want to give a quick shout out to Underground Figures, because if you're looking for Black Adam, he still has a couple left of each version. If you want either the cloaked version or the golden armor version, he's got it's like under $5. So don't pay $500+ on eBay.
Yeah, don't do that.
You can get him right now, and it ships I think April 1st for both of them. So yeah, if you're looking for
Crazy that
that,
he still has some.
if you're looking for that Underground Figures, I think he's got like 2 golden armors, 1 or 2 left. So
Ooh.
yeah. Like he told me a couple people were on the wait list that he
Wait.
reached out to, and it wasn't up on the site, but he put it back up. So if you're looking, yeah, like I said, don't pay over $500. Like you have the option right now if you missed out or want to get that figure. So, and then also I'm going to be doing a review of the mono case from Space as well. So, but I will direct to the Space god, Jedi Sensei Graham himself, for all of your Space needs. But looking forward to doing that and kind of giving my thoughts on it as well, and how checking that out. And I got a space fort right behind where my head is, right along these cases where it's going to go. So looking forward to reviewing that and giving my thoughts on it. And I'm excited to, no longer have the DTOFs thanks to Brick. Took all my DTOFs, and looking forward to getting another. Looking forward to getting this case and checking that out. So I'm gonna probably review that and have that up next week, and then we'll see what's happening after that. But yeah, a lot of I actually have some stuff coming in the pipeline that's long form content. So excited about that. Also, I'm streaming Friday night. This Friday, I'm gonna be on with How You Figure. It's gonna be at 7:45 Central. I don't know what the details are of the stream yet, but we're gonna be talking about a few different things. So, you can come hang out Friday night. That's it. Thanks.
Very nice.
Very good, very good. How you figure says 7 more minutes, Graham. But then he's like, "Oh wait, what's today's date?" I think he's backpedaling here a little bit, but I'll give him a couple more minutes because I got a funny story. Because you're talking about getting that mono case into review, right? So I get these cases and I get them set up. I don't really tell the wife. Her office is the room behind me, and that's also DLO's bedroom. But so she's working, and I come downstairs, and she's like, the first thing she says to me, "Please don't get any more cases." I'm like, okay. So like she said it nicely, but then now all of a sudden this week I have this mono coming in to test. So like, how am I going to explain that? Like I got another case now, and where are you putting that? Like, stop junking up our basement. So that'll be interesting if you guys wish you could be a fly on the wall to see how that conversation's going to go.
Just tell her you already had it. See what she says. I'm curious.
Been here the whole time.
Yeah, it's been here this whole time.
I just moved it.
I just moved it to the other side. You don't pay attention when I tell you stuff. This is your fault. And gaslight her and walk away.
But yeah, just like I started the show, so I do have a video on how to light these puppies coming, and then a little bit of my thoughts after they're lit, what I think about them. So that'll be coming out this week, and then next week will be my mono case video as well. And I don't have any figures incoming. I'm just waiting to be charged for Obi-Wan Vader, and then I'm waiting for that Mars Toys Wonka to be released because that was supposed to be Q1. Actually, it's supposed to be Q4 of 2023. Now it's Q1, so that thing's been taking a little bit, but that's okay because I don't really. I need the relief. So the Bad Batch has set me back. I still got Rex in the box as well, so I definitely have to get. I got to move some figures, and I got to get some figures out. So, but there he is. The coveted
That's what he wants. Buy me, everybody.
Trying,
Man, I
trying.
really want that now after seeing it on your camera.
It is legit.
Wow.
Totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Man, how shitty for people that are still waiting for the Batman.
Yeah, like me.
Yes,
Man,
mine is shipping
Sneaker.
March 29th, baby. March 29th, Batman is shipping. So
That's still another 9 days.
I'll have him
2
first week of
weeks.
April. I've already waited long enough. Like,
Right.
that's not
Well,
that
yeah,
big
you're
a
not going to do
difference,
anything about it now, but
Yep. But
he
yeah,
was it was mid-December, right?
yeah, and like it's Sideshow. That's really where the delay is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
stuck.
That's
right
actually
for
my birthday present from the wife, so I'm not going to get it on my birthday.
it. It's exciting though.
Now I just got to gaslight to give me another figure until that one comes in. That's what you got to do, boys.
There you go. right.
Manipulation.
One more refresh here for how you figure. Otherwise, he'll have to talk about it with Sneaker on Friday, and there is nothing. So,
And there is nothing.
I just refreshed you. Someone's selling Lando again, though. Lando out
You
there.
don't say.
you don't say.
That.
Yes, I'm going to be displaying mine fully battle damaged. I have the Tarkin Vader already, so yeah, we're definitely going to go battle damaged.
That'll damage all the way.
And I'm keeping that Tarkin Vader. He's really good. All right. Well, good show, boys. Episode 45 in the books. Getting closer and closer to 50. So that's definitely, like D'Lo said, a milestone that we didn't know if we'd ever hit. So, yeah, lots of fun. Hopefully we get some more drops next week. And we got more to talk about. But thank you guys so much for watching. And too sweet to everybody out there. Happy birthday to D'Lo. And until next time, stay safe out there, and we'll see you soon. Good night.
Happy birthday, D'Lo.